Now that you're king, the first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom and the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course, the bleak marsh. I guess I'll meet the witches first. This is a player who has bought King of the Castle, and they can set their customizations, get access to special outfits, and appear more often in storylines. Gordon?
It's you.
Well, that is me.
I was, but...
In order to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness, may you escape the doom that befell your predecessor.
That's not ominous. Patricians.
Hopefully you won't be as hated.
Sure, Your Esteemed Highness. Hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign.
Hail and well met, Your Highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape,
And with that, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Maybe it was the 3 rulers that had regicide committed against them in a row? That might have had something to do with it?
Admittedly, one did go down in a fairly good blaze of glory.
That's true,
Everybody
but it's
else,
still
everybody else was
regicide.
pretty much put to death.
One was smashed by giants, one was destroyed by cannon fire, and the other one, how do we describe the...
Beheaded.
Yeah, at least beheaded.
Let them eat cake.
Coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. I wouldn't want that, I suppose. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. This has happened 3 times in this character's lifespan, I'm sure. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? Choices and stats. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do so will indicate this change here. Not all choices that change stats have these indicators, and they do not show the region affected. These are the upcoming choices your nobles will vote on. Each of these may change stats in some way. The monarchs can change how a vote is run with a law. You may use 1 law per vote. Try using your veto on one option you dislike. When the vote opens, nobles vote using their command !vote followed by the choice letter. The monarch may close the vote anytime after all nobles have voted, or the timer hits 0. And no, I will not be going through this every time. Oh, thank you for that announcement. And Gordon, I would have modded you, but for some reason it wouldn't let me, so I VIP'd you.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
It could have been because he hadn't followed yet.
Oh, that would make sense. This also is his first time chat, so...
I can only choose... Oh. Aha. I suggest this one.
Oh, we haven't done that one yet.
Well, that's
I
I
should
okay.
go
wanted
with
to,
it.
but somebody threw me in the river.
We wanted to make sure you weren't
Alright,
awake.
Manic has voted, Lotsaowls has voted, and so has Gordon. Hey, sounds like we got someone that just followed. Thank you very much,
Ooh, right
Maroon.
on.
Oh, Maroon has
Yeah!
joined in.
Ooh, what is
How's it
he?
going,
What's
Maroon?
this? We'll figure it out.
Alright,
The voting
0
is
seconds remaining.
Dude, you can hover over your nobles and it'll tell you what our friend Maroon is, what team they're on.
Yes, I will do that shortly. Unless it's specific nobles? No? Okay.
No, the
Proceed
nobles
with the
list
religious.
in the left.
Yes. Ah, patricians.
The patrician.
Patricians has
welcome
Maroon.
to the team.
Just remember, she was like hated by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Agreed, dude. All right, I can't have much hate for that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I can't. Proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the ninth god, as you should. This shows which stat has been changed and how much by. In the hallowed halls of St.
grammatically incorrect.
Bertrand's Cathedral, the Archbishop places the crown upon your head before launching into a sermon. And that is why Doodknight is the king, ordained by divine right, chosen by the ninth god and elevated above all. If the assembled nobles were plotting against you, perhaps the threat of eternal damnation has given them a second thought? Probably not.
Alrighty then.
Not those East witches. Alright, nothing special. Path to victory. Heir and ambition. The monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful, but not necessary. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, or before you lose all authority, treasury, or stability. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult.
I had to step out really quick.
Yeah, it's all good. Are you back?
I am.
You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. How can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?
Going down in a blaze of glory.
As a saint, of course. The church
works
will
so well
love
for
you,
me, but we'll
I
see.
suspect. But will anyone else? Yes, but I actually came from the religious faction. I know the faith. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall faith as much as possible. I've already taken one step ahead. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty.
Yeah, I know the farming hasn't worked out very well.
Yeah, no. Well, except for one time when it was needed to cause the giants to come down from the north. Now that you've played all events, advance the game by clicking end season. Ba-ding. Each region will now vote for one of 3 randomly selected schemes. Schemes are made up of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all 3 scheme stages places the region's claimant on the throne, winning the game. Robin of the ManicCrude bloodline, legendary marcher orator, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing.
His eyes are gold.
Right.
When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne.
All right, now the marchers get to vote. What is your path? Oh, modernization. Lower everyone else's military. Okay, you're doing a pretty good spot
And that
there
worked
already.
out for me.
Drats.
Oh, now you guys just need to keep your military up to counter him. Barons plan to modernize the kingdom's army in such a way that it's totally under their control. First, they must prove the military is in need of reform. To advance this scheme, the barons must lower the other region's military to a combined total of 10 or less in 4 seasons. Oh yay, he's already there. Aquila of the Maroon Uwu family, well-known coastal political fixer, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk explaining in measured prose.
I am disappointed but not surprised.
Go ahead and voice for that.
Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Doodknight. Something must be done.
All right, green team, go ahead and do your vote. Maroon.
All right.
Wow, it just affects the kingdom too. That's funny.
Oh,
They'll follow the leader.
That's not pressure or anything.
C. They voted C. Hey, corruption,
Yeah.
lower authority.
United.
I just haven't seen that one before, so I'm kind of excited to see how it goes.
The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Well, that shouldn't be
Close.
hard.
Yeah, they're close.
The Counts, Mycor of the Gordon SPA dynasty, infamous Eastern enigma.
Hey, I don't
leans
think that's the one I
delicately
made.
On a podium.
That's your.
No, that's
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
speaking
the
in a
king.
melodious
That's,
voice.
Or your whatever.
Wow, they suspicious looking as fuck.
Yeah, well, you're
I
witches.
gotta say that
I catch.
the book is awesome.
My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was in its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory. But now, while the false king Doodknight wears the crown,
All right,
what am I
Gordon.
going through? Intimidation, blood ritual.
Yep, you're a witch.
Ooh,
I'm not sure if I want to do. You know what? Let's give that a try.
already there.
Highest farming. I mean, yeah, you're already there. All right. All right. The Counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, they must ensure the East can withstand a famine. To advance their scheme, the Counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons.
Oh man,
These
no.
More
guys.
seasons.
I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon.
Here,
They're already
you can,
one of the highest.
yeah.
You
Here
just have to
you
hang
can
on to it,
review
yeah.
the region's
Oh
schemes
yeah,
and
I keep
requirements.
looking at other ones. Never mind.
Yeah, you're purple.
I
this
forget.
time.
Yeah.
When you have an heir, they will appear on the right of this page. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. This vote is between the 2 regions with the highest combined stats and your heir, if you have one.
No one
Alright.
has made it yet.
Currently, no heir. Adopt a law. You'll be able to adopt more once a year at the end of winter. You can only adopt 1 new law at a time and have a maximum of 3 laws to use.
Door is open and winter is still making it funky in here.
Ooh. No. Swing votes. It'll allow you guys to change your minds after you vote.
Like after you've closed the vote? That's
No.
crazy.
Before I
But that's- yeah.
close, but you can change your vote.
Right.
Alright, let's see. It seems the East has the most to say. let's go ahead and do.
Alright, wow. That is interesting.
Uh-oh.
Chatty.
Oh boy, here we go.
Your
Patricia.
Serene Highness, a number of patricians have gone missing in the east.
Uh-oh.
They traveled to Count Gordon SPA's castle to negotiate a trade agreement, but they should have returned weeks ago.
Missing patricians never even made it to my lands. They most likely got lost. The East is a dangerous place.
I want to pick the first one, but I know which one my character would pick. Where could they have gone?
Just north of my estate lies the Mold Potter Forest. To the west, the Twilight Lake Land, and to the south, Ilarion's Haunt. I like to live remotely. Does wonders for the soul.
Doesn't matter. You're picking
Your
it anyway.
soul or someone else's that you're stealing?
Yes.
Who's gone missing? Anyone I care about? Patrician.
Sorry, guys, trying to make this full screen so I can read it. So there's a slight lag.
Yeah,
It's
I
alright.
had an issue like that too. You're good.
3 patricians are missing. Avis, Lorian, and Lord Patrician Maroon Uwu.
Uh-oh.
Launch an expedition!
Oh god.
I mean, I don't care.
Oh, it hurts.
Some kind of ploy by Count Gordon SPA. Few months' time, he'll quietly offer us a ransom.
Blood and stars, don't be so foolish. We'll find them. Just have to decide where to focus our efforts.
Hmm.
Dang. Cut to that chase.
Jesus Christ.
Burn the witch.
How dare.
It's gotta vote.
Not like death ever really has any meaning in this game anyway.
No.
Not at all.
But I really don't want to raise the authority if I don't have to.
Maroon and
You're
Lotsaowls
already
voted.
completing your scheme.
ManicCrude has voted.
Hold on.
I don't think you want to be executed, friend.
Ah. Twilight Lakeland. A detachment of elite trackers are sent over the vast lakeland to search for Maroon Uwu and the
Well, who those
other
other people
patricians. They're found safe and sound, camping at the shoreline of an especially large and spooky lake near the middle of the wilderness.
Thank the ninth you found us, Your Serene Highness. A few of us were losing our minds out there. I don't know how the counts stand it.
You get used to it.
You can leave off the uwu if you want. Okay, Maroon. I'll avoid the uwu. Is it uncomfortable to hear my ace say uwu?
For some reason, well, you sound more ironic when you do it in your default tone.
Yeah. It's not intended.
Thank goodness. Funky dog.
Silver Disco.
Excellent news from the East, Your Highness. Prospectors have discovered deposits of silver on my land. Mining will begin. Oh boy, here we go.
Wait.
Baron ManicCrude waves an ancient parchment.
Uh-oh.
The silver belongs to me. The deposit is on our side of the border, and this scroll proves it.
Oof. This could get nasty. Your
Is
Majesty,
there a hole?
the border between the
patricians are in
East
between
and
us.
the March has always been highly contested. It's just that much wiggle room. It's in that blackened area that was somewhere else.
Oh, there's actually a both regions must share. Huh.
Alright, swing votes is in effect.
Oh, swing vote.
You may change your mind anytime.
Hey. Hey.
All right. Anyone like to change their mind?
Oh.
3, 2,
Never.
1.
Nah, I'm good.
But it's your silver coin, potentially.
I'm gonna get it out of the way, if we must share.
Count Gordon SPA and Baron ManicCrude exchange wary glances.
I like how our defiance went up, but the kingdom's overall stability is fine.
Oh yeah, because you guys are fighting each other, you're not fighting me. As they shake hands, their smiles are very tight.
Tight like a tiger.
Alright, the honor guard.
Alright, you need
Now
bodyguards.
Now that you are king... Wait, chick.
I think the spy master's a chick too.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna read it normal voice. Fuck it.
Let's read it normal voice, fuck it.
Now that you are king, you need personal protection. Why? I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? Please don't hurt me. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The counts with the Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, the witches, no. The patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Oily gladiators. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. So, what do you think? Should I go through all of them or just make my call?
If you know what you want,
I think I know what I
well,
want.
there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to double check to make sure you know who's who.
I think I want this one. A gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them?
Strong enough wind, and they're laying it all on the line.
You. Oh, Maroon. Well, let's hear about the veterans. These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails.
They're already ready.
Alright, let's hear about these witches. The
You mean the
Order of the
poets?
Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days.
Incantations.
Take them out with a haiku. Oh, Maroon.
I can't tell the gender of this person, and I do not care.
They are it. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. Okay, so
We like Boy George up in the east, and Marilyn Manson. Wait, no, we don't like Marilyn Manson anymore. Scratch that.
So,
Nine Inch Nails. There we go.
Oh, you're here.
You know, you really could go with those foreign mercenaries. That way you piss us all off equally.
What a bad
yeah,
idea.
And it
but
lowers the authority.
You have the coin for it, and no one's trying to lower your treasury. If there's a coup,
That's true.
worry
That's not
about
a
it.
goal for any of us right now.
the issue is,
Not entirely true. I see what they're doing.
the issue
Yellow
is
dirty.
they're buyable, and who's currently petitioning for that? The people with all the money.
All I know is the
Look,
authorities.
I think that it's a good idea.
Problem.
If you choose somebody else, you're just going to peeve off everyone else. And realistically, if you're trying to keep goals from being met, you don't want to.
Nah, I think
You're
I'll go
hiring
with
the
the
military.
gladiators.
Once you go green, you'll save your green.
Gladiators and Defiance can't go any lower, but I have 3 Defiance on everyone else. Oh boy, I'll make the arrangements at once.
It is only a matter of time.
The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. Okay, look, it's gonna be hard to think about stabbing me in the back when all you can think about is these rock-hard bodies behind me. Just saying.
Better watch them tents. There will be
People are
things
constantly-
behind your throne.
People are like flipping from all the oil dripping all over the stairs.
This is true. We'll just make sure that they anoint themselves with holy oils, not just normal. There we go. Nobles can use their wealth to bid on any building in any region, each of which affects a stat. This is done through an auction where only the 2 most funded buildings are chosen. When the auction is open, nobles can fund with the following command: !fund AX, where X is personal wealth. When you're ready, hit start auction and begin the auction. Well, let's start the auction. We have Deer Park, which lowers farming for red, or Observatory, which lowers faith for red. We have Aqueduct, which raises farming for purple, or Stadium, which lowers military for purple. And we have Green's Fortress, which raises their military, or Theater, which lowers my authority. Oh god, I think I know one of which that's being chosen. Start auction. Alright, it looks like F and D. Yep, saw that coming right off the bat. Maroon put 1 coin in on that one.
That was really smart, because there's no way you guys can bid more than 1,000. So why waste all of our gold?
Yep.
Brilliant. I
You're
didn't
way
think
too
of that
smart,
after they did
Maroon.
it.
Alright.
Yes!
Oh, so far it's C and F. Alright. We got 600 more that Maroon can throw around.
That's it. Manic can throw 250, but I think he's already made his mind up on what he wants to fund. Oh no? Okay.
Oh, hold on. Looks like
Ooh.
Purple's military's going down.
No!
Oh!
Down with Purple's military and down with my authority. It looks like everyone is succeeding in their scheme this season.
Someone only needs 3 seasons. I know I need 4. I think they only need 3 seasons to lower the authority.
Alright. Because they haven't had a lot of screen time, sadly the Marsh hasn't had anything yet. Eastern illness. Maroon, if Lotsaowls would not mind.
Ever since I got back from the east, I've felt terrible. Headaches, nausea, terrible dreams, even mouth ulcers. I'd bet my Atashi chest it's some kind of curse put on me by Count Gordon SPA. The council must do something.
What are we going on about?
Challenges. Some choices have uncertain outcomes
Jeez.
called challenges. These can either be random or based on a stat. The percentage shows the chance of success.
It's
To
just
be
a
fair, we
fun
actually haven't
lightest.
started any rituals or anything, so I don't know what the fuck your crazy bald-ass bitch is going on about.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Uh-oh. Throwing slander at Maroon.
He's out there playing with the sheep. That's what it is.
All right.
Rude, guys. Rude.
Let's do this.
Get to select this day. Okay.
Monarch's choice is A. And of course, Manic and Maroon both picked D.
It's actually not a bad idea. Not that you needed me, because, you know.
It seems like it's all over with.
Nice.
Oh yeah, hell yeah it is.
At least you tried.
Yeah. That's all you can do sometimes. Pay a local warlock to lift the curse with magic. Deal. Luckily, there is a warlock just nearby, much to the chagrin of the church, who hadn't noticed him until now. He lives out of a giant chipped old shell that he says once belonged to a turtle god of the Ghost Sea.
He's a doctor. Oh, right.
Yes,
That's
you're cursed, all right. You'll be dead in a week. Unless you return whatever it was you stole.
That sheep's virginity.
How did you? I thought that skeleton would just be a nice souvenir.
Gordon.
Spa. Can you hear this? No, you can't.
All right. You stole a skeleton? Whose skeleton?
I didn't know it was cursed. It was just sitting there on the lake shore.
Lord Patrician Maroon must return those bones to the east. Destroy the remains. Ooh, a cursed skeleton, bring it to the capital.
I've seen Supernatural.
Yeah, no, I'm
Salt
going
burn.
to gamble with this.
Don't step on a nail and get die of
Tetanus?
tetanus. What is with you and your sister having all the fucking luck in this game? I swear to God.
My
Gosh.
luck only extends
The
to saving
skull
my
actually
life.
Yeah.
screams?
The bones are put in a pile and smashed to pieces. The skull screams loudly as the deed is done, much to everyone's horror.
Well, you get used to it.
Ooh.
That was profane and unacceptable. The spirit of ancient Easterner.
Damn, you are ready to
We,
fight.
we should have been the ones to desecrate it.
I mean, yeah.
One who cursed me, don't forget. Thank you for dealing with this, Your August Majesty. I can now rest easy. You didn't even have to die, friend. I'm excited.
And no silver. Count
Oh,
Gordon,
boy.
SPA, and Baron ManicCrude arrive in the council chamber side by side.
This is the third week in a row with no silver. Why are the miners spending all their time playing this rockball sport anyway?
Seventh take us. It was your miners who invented rockball. Can't help the Eastern workers are competitive. Are we bitching that our workers are lazy?
Yes.
This is great.
It's a disaster.
Now they're playing baseball instead of getting worse.
Even the miners who haven't broken their arms aren't getting any mining done.
Oh boy.
Okay. What should be done? Build a fence? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you guys are gonna end up choosing, huh?
Wow.
Ban Rockball. Host an official Rockball tournament.
I kind of want to go with that one just because
I
that
do
sounds
too.
like fun.
I mean, you're not gonna get that one. Sorry, just not. Voting is open.
Put it too soon.
One said
No.
ban Rockball. Two said
No
ban Rockball. Official Rockball tournament for Gordon SPA. Just waiting on Maroon. Oh, waiting on Owls.
They are not giving me my silver. If I'm
Tournament.
sure I would
We can get
take-
more money charging people seats. It'll be great. Think of the sponsorships.
This is the one time I'm on the same page as the witches.
You're just saying that because it's got a higher percentage of success.
No, actually.
I just honestly wanted to see how it played out.
It could have become the national sport.
It could have been great. It could have been boring. We could have started our own rock ball war, like they did in that one country.
You issue a stern proclamation reminding both parties that rocks are for mining, not for sport. There's a strong hint that heads will roll if they don't get back to work and produce some silver. The miners riot, and once friendly rockball competitions become deadly brawls. In the end, both counts and barons withdraw from the mine altogether.
Oh my gosh. It is already
Jeez
ready for
Louise.
war.
Yep.
Wild.
Yep.
I usually don't like
Not
laughing at
a
others. I don't usually like laughing at others' failed choices, but I will make an exception for this.
Well, it's because I'm the only one that loses in that fail. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you cannot avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women? Do you not mind? Women. Very much women. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Alright, it seems like we're clear. Time to end the season and give everyone their wins. Taxation. Here you can set different levels of tax or bribes for each region in your kingdom, potentially punishing some while rewarding others. Balance the needs of your treasury against the defiance changes. Remember, if a region's defiance is higher than both authority and stability, they can rebel. All nobles gain wealth here, but one region gains extra wealth with a trade bonus. Regions with a higher trade stat are more likely to get a trade bonus. Okay, so...
So poor.
Yes, we have no money.
And then I'll leave this.
You're gonna
Why
bribe
am I getting the
me?
coal tax?
Yeah.
Oh, I have money. That's
You're the
why.
one I'm
Never
afraid
mind.
of.
Okay.
I'm not
You're
afraid of
that-
the others.
You're gonna raise that defiance even I.
Yeah, his defense is already at 7, but you do what you want to do, friend.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him.
You-
Italy's
okay,
military
yep,
is only
you do
4.
your thing.
Defiance is now insolent, whereas
Pity the
Beast
poor
is now
elf.
enraged.
They are ready.
One or more
Oh,
regions
God.
are able to rebel as their defiance stat is higher than both authority and stability. If the rebels get
And
more
they
victory
crickets.
points than the loyalists, they'll win the game. If the loyalists get more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue the game. If multiple regions rebel and win, a vote between the two rebelling regions with the highest stats will determine the successor. Important, rebelling regions have their schemes paused. Regions with a high military stat are more likely to overthrow the monarch with rebellion. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0, the rebels will win the civil war. No one's rebelling yet.
Yet.
Purple's ready to. They're witches. Witches, I say. Alright. Still nothing for the coast, but we've got 2 over here with the marches. So let's start with... let's go with the golem.
It's about time. A rogue golem has crossed into our territory of the Schmedian border, Your Majesty. This could be an exciting opportunity.
What's so exciting about it?
Please, my liege. This is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We can even turn it against Ashmead.
Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain an advantage over the Ashmead, or over the counts and patricians. Golems aren't offense to the ninth god, and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. I'm a very pious man. Yeah. I think that's what I'm doing. Yep.
Wouldn't
That's the
drown my
fastest I've
grandmother.
ever seen anyone submit a vote ever.
Well, why wouldn't
But
you?
I might drown my like third cousin twice removed. But
Alright. Everyone else is picked. Take it apart and figure out its secrets.
I still have chance. The secrets of the golems have been a mystery for too long. I'll put our very best artisans to work figuring it out.
As they disassemble it, however, some kind of Ashmedan
Oh, shit.
safety measure gets tripped. The golem goes wild, killing dozens of artisans. Then it goes on a rampage, pulling up farmland and massacring peasants across the march. After many casualties, marcher troops are finally able to put it down. In the aftermath, you're left with nothing but clay shards and regret.
Oh.
No regret from me. It was all you guys. If you'd chose the one I chose, it wouldn't have been a problem. This is why you
Chose
listen to the
I
pious.
chose.
It would have been a bigger problem.
You don't know that.
All
There's
right.
a 60% chance. I like my odds.
Costly crossbows. As you're walking beside the palace parade grounds, a crossbow bolt whizzes past your head and shatters against the wall behind you. Baron ManicCrude approaches, out of breath and waving frantically. He has a sleek, fancy-looking crossbow nestled in one hand. Where the hell where are the gladiators? They should have dealt with this.
Dude. God's Duke, Your Highness. I nearly took your head off.
Tell me in 5 words or less why I shouldn't have you executed.
I didn't mean to. Finger slip. Damn, that was 6, wasn't it? Sorry to scare you. I just wanted to show you this crossbow. Can shoot 3 bolts a minute and punch through Ashmedian armor at 500 yards. Beautiful, isn't she?
And thank you very much for stopping by, Flaming.
Flaming
Let's see where
Very
you
good
go.
for hunting
Oh,
moose and squirrel.
Flaming is a
Yes.
count.
Whatever, you guys are all horrible.
I'm pretty sure the next one goes to the ManicCrude clan.
Trouble is, to achieve such accuracy and power, she needs to be crafted from springwood. It only grows in the forests of the coast, and those coastal bastards are charge exorbitantly for it.
What does this have to do with me?
The barons of the march are guarding your borders, Your Highness, and we can't afford to buy the weapons we need. If you want to keep your kingdom safe, the patricians must stop price gouging.
Your Serene Highness, that's outrageous. These barons just want a bargain.
You need to stop being greedy.
Ooh.
I still have one that works. Accidents happen. You saw it almost happen to the king.
Okay, that sounds like a threat, friend.
That doesn't sound like it was an accident.
Crap, my farming is horrible.
Yeah, I don't like any of these, so I'm gonna set that. Alright, swing voting is allowed. You can change your vote at any given time if you so think that
Let's see here.
it helps. So
Free, you crazy thing? I think not.
Whatever, you've been gouging for years. You can leave off with these things.
alright,
I
with
could,
lots of
I'm not
owls
going to.
and Maroon saying plant a springwood grove in the marsh. Very diplomatic.
Friends,
We have
countrymen.
ManicCrude and Flaming Phaser
What the
voting
frogs,
for
Phaser?
BA. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I got somebody.
last
Hell
second
yes.
vote.
Hell yeah.
Order the patricians to send
Guys.
Springwood to the
Hello,
barons
friend.
for free.
Let
You can
us
still change your vote.
automatically destroy the others.
Mina Tudin. Wait,
You're welcome.
check that noble list.
No one's changing the vote.
No.
Oh,
Check that. Yes.
uh-oh. We've got Mina
The numbers
Totem.
are even.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna make things very interesting.
Okay, voting has closed.
Never. The barons welcome. our
Order the
newfound brother.
patricians to send
Oh,
Springwood
you
to
would
the
have voted with
barons for
us.
free.
See?
No.
You
stop
closed it
doing
too soon.
Yep. Oh, sorry, that's you.
Hello, Marie? How are we supposed to pay for it to be cut down, chopped up, and transported?
Sounds like your problem. You don't have to be resourceful, don't you?
And,
The council has spoken. Huzzah!
all right, okay, we'll see what's up.
The patricians
wanted to lower your
struggle
defiance.
to compensate for their losses. There will be tough times ahead.
Yeah, they were rich.
Meanwhile, the barons are absolutely thrilled with their shiny new crossbows. Oh boy. I am not looking forward to this.
Seriously, though.
Oh, Maroon voted to rebel. I don't think you can, Maroon. You're.
Maybe just keep typing it.
Oh, we have another one, Nexus.
All right. Well,
Nexus
goodness.
is
You
he's
found
one of the
brother.
barons. One
Oh
of the
man, they're
marches.
piling in.
Huzzah!
I have found 3
Not a
potential
baron.
matches for you. One eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. And a partner for life to have and hold, don't forget. I suppose so, but the alliance comes first. Your mother leads you to the great hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright then, let's see these eligible bachelorettes. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Sashara, the eldest
Dude,
daughter of the Eastern
It's
Flaming
fucking
Phaser.
it's Anne Hathaway. It's Anne Hathaway with short hair. You want to get with
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway? And she a witch. You know what they say about witch pussy? It's enchanting.
I think that's a little bit unfair.
I would rather not be enchanted by a witch. I might as well give the kingdom to you. Forgive the snooty expression. I'm sure that's caused by an errant brushstroke. No, it isn't. She's a witch.
That girl needs a sandwich.
A very pious young lady. She's always
pious.
planning something, they say. Schemes within schemes. Yeah, she's pious to the 7th god, not the 9th.
We don't know that.
I'm sure of it.
How dare.
She's an
We are
intriguing
we are
candidate.
very diverse people.
From
You
the
just have your
coast,
preferences.
we have Dominica. Domonica? Oh, that's good.
Dominica.
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 That makes a lot more sense. The wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Maroon's estate. She's always getting herself into trouble for some reason or another. Her interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. And apparently she has a dark side, though I don't know much more about it. I
So
actually
she
like
wants
the
more
sound of
Her
her.
appearance.
She's a hyper-capitalist. She wants all the money.
Aren't
I
they all?
mean, so long as she's getting money for me, and she has a dark side, dude, love it. Love a woman
is
that's
the-
a bit of a challenge. And finally, we have the Marsh's offering. Ulrika, scion of the prestigious Mintha-Toden bloodline. A typical baroness, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Ooh, I kind of like this one's personality too. Does that make me horrible that I like those type of people? Is
Yeah,
that a
wouldn't say
warning sign?
horrible.
So sorry, your childhood must have been a lot more rough than I recall.
Well, it's the challenge of it. It's like if you win, then it means something. Anyway, like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow.
No, we just
Also
got new
got
ones.
into a fight with her local bishop a couple of years back. Gave him a bloody nose. Oh,
It wasn't his. She gave him a separate bloody nose.
It was like in a box.
It was a warning.
we
that's
still
actually
don't know who that nose belongs to this day.
And
We
nobody
don't know
cared
who
to
owns the
ask.
bones either.
sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance.
I think you should pick Anne Hathaway. You can't go wrong with Anne Hathaway.
There's no point
Shaved
in
head
me
Anne.
doing anything to stop your defiance. At this point, all I need to do is keep your military down.
Don't make us angry.
You wouldn't like us when we're angry?
Ah,
Come to the east.
Yeah, you're a patrician, friend. Don't abandon me. I need you.
That's the thing.
Guys,
I like
hey.
both the marshes and the patricians right now. I think I'm going to go with the marshes because they've got scary military, and I really kind of like her. And finally, we have the marshes offering Ulrika, scion of the prodigious Minatodan bloodline. A typical baroness, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning.
You're reviewing it again?
Yeah. I think you did actually make the choice.
Yeah, you didn't. You just wanted to look it over again, which is fine. But
Oh,
We all know this is a political choice, so I mean, you might have to go with the counts.
well, that's the thing. Going with the counts means nothing. They'll
Lord, they're
still
fine.
be able to rebel even if I chose theirs.
oh, see,
Maybe it'll drop by like all.
No. 3 or 4 maybe, but that's still not enough. No, I just want to keep your military out of the equation.
Oh, Minato Odin.
Oh,
Not Minato Odin. Or Tudin.
Minato Odin. Sorry about that. I hate
Minato.
messing up names.
Mina Tudin.
I like that one.
Well, I thought it
rolls
was
off the
like
tongue very well.
melatonin, but changed.
Sure.
Anyway,
It's real chill.
You can always You can always put an underscore or an X
Oh,
or
there you go.
anything in between.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Odin.
I have changed my Twitch name.
All
Close to
right.
Gordon's paw.
So, end season. Let's see how this goes for me.
Yeah, see what
In
you've
a
done?
dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. If you wouldn't mind for a maroon.
good news, my friends. The palace officials are accepting my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption.
Still you.
I know, it just takes a second to load, and I can only have one screen up at a time, so I'm looking at the Twitch feed. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. A better seat in the council chamber, access to the king's rooms when he's out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the king's staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidder.
As far as the Twitch thing, refreshing the feed tends to help with that, because it should be a lot sooner than that.
It is not. I am actually reading it as it comes up, and I've refreshed your feed a couple times. I think it's
Should
just
be
the
able to
delay
split the windows.
between one and the other.
Shouldn't have been a delay. I thought I changed that, but okay. I'll fix that on the next stream. My apologies,
Does it still
everyone
have
that's here.
me? Okay. So what next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the Chancellor and the rest of the King's inner circle. To that, we need to demolish their respect for the King.
Oh, yay.
Stability now.
If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the King as an incompetent fool, and be much more open to our bribes.
To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less.
That's
in
not
3
gonna be.
seasons.
Oh no, we're already there.
there.
Oh!
That was my fucking cutscene.
It'll be at the end of next season, as long
Oh,
as
that's
you can
right. It
keep
was
your,
like
yeah.
3 seasons.
Yeah, yours was 4, theirs was 3.
Where's my iconic save roll?
Continue to rebellion report. No one is rebelling yet.
Yet. Though, I mean,
Yeah, my
the Count's
defiance is zero.
really, like, I don't know how you could peeve them off even more.
They just know that.
Oh, we'll find a way.
Yeah. All right. Looks like the Marshes and the patricians have something.
I'm on the verge of rebellion too, huh?
Yeah. No, you're way beyond.
them-
I
just
mean,
the
I'm
verge.
I'm just trying to meet my goal though.
I
Also, I
know.
don't have much of a military, so it would probably not be smart to do that.
This is why I'm marrying a Marsher. A theft.
My liege, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Last week, Count Flaming Fraser shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process.
Oh, let's see. Seventh, take us nonsense. Rummaging through your drawers, and I'm sure you'll find the thing.
You stay out of my garage. My liege, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Flaming Fraser's ancestor left my ancestor tied to a rock in the woods for the wolves to consume.
That's because his ancestor poisoned our well and killed half our household.
Enough. I know Flaming Fraser stole my priceless ring. It brings the March great luck and bounty, and my dear nephew is to wear it when he marries.
Okay, set laws. Send the
Oh, boy.
Chancellor to the east to investigate, or B, arrest Count Flaming Phaser immediately, or C, leave the squabbling nobles to deal with the situation themselves.
Ooh, the defiance is gonna go up either way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I call for unity.
Never! Arrest that man!
Okay, we've got 2 for C,
What the?
2 for B.
what?
3
He
for
did
B.
it. He really did it.
Yeah!
No!
1 for A.
Odin! Guys!
8
I mean,
seconds. 7,
Phaser still needs to vote for himself,
5,
but...
4.
Phaser!
Okay,
Yeah!
everyone's in. Voting tied at 3. So that means I get to pick. I'm not a fan of any of it, so I'm gonna pick this one. Arrest the Count Flaming
raises the
Phaser
authority.
immediately. I just
Oh,
didn't
boy.
want lower
Baron.
stability.
United Front.
Did we get a new
Boo by
person?
Smart.
Gordon?
Wow, we are at 10 now.
You can't get any angrier.
I know.
Maroon.
I'm innocent, I
Pretty sure
tell
10
you.
is the highest.
Come on, out you go. Flaming Phaser has been imprisoned. As the watch drag him out, the council falls into stunned silence, but the barons share satisfied glances. Oh boy, a horrible haunting. Rat. During a meeting with the council nobles, a commotion erupts
God, what
as
is going
Lady
on here?
Patrician Lotsaowls
This
lets
picture's
out a
great.
piercing scream. Yeah.
It's that screenshot or that picture of all the women at the party looking at you judgingly. It's fucking great. I want that picture.
Lotsaowls?
She did. I don't know. I didn't pick her up.
Am I muted?
No, I can hear
No,
you.
Well, we can hear
I
you.
don't think you were close enough to the mic.
Oh, that's weird. It's literally attached to my
I have a
head.
condenser mic, and I have to be all up in this thing.
5 steps below its here. Here.
Oh, damn.
She
I
faints
don't
away,
have the...
falling to the ground with a crash. Oh, she'll be fine. By the 9th god, someone fetch water. A servant runs for water and holds it to Lotsaowls'
She's unconscious.
mouth.
Don't. Oh, good. Never mind.
Are you giving birth to a demon or something? Did you accidentally get caught in a curse? That was probably from me.
I have not been visiting the East, alright, friend?
You admit it.
Thought I'd be safe from it here. Regrettably.
And yeah, no, I understand that feeling, Phaser.
When we built that theater on my lands, some manner of specter was disturbed, and it's made me its target.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
The Phantom of the Opera.
You
What
are
is
wearing a
it
mask.
doing?
Oh my god,
exactly?
I have to show you guys this mashup I found of the main Phantom of the Opera song mashed up with Anaconda. It's fucking amazing.
That actually sounds awesome.
No.
Oh no, you hear it and it's just like, damn, this slaps.
Are we really entertaining this nonsense?
As a religious man, I believe in ghosts.
Is your August Majesty? Little
Seems-
pinpricks at the back of my
That's
mind.
moronic.
Just now, I saw a horrid gray shape hanging over me. Its face a rotting mask.
We are too old for campfire tales, Lotsaowls.
I beg you, your August Majesty and gathered nobles, to my aid. We must banish this wraith. Dude, bro, this is like The Conjuring. I need some help.
No ignoring this situation. Send an inquisitor to exercise the site or research the land on which the theater is built.
She is a wonderful actor, but liar knows lies.
Okay, we have 3 for B, 1 for A so far. Ooh.
I have
Oh,
a feeling that if
a
you,
lot
with
for
your
B.
40% faith, that you might just end up recreating the ending of the Exorcist.
All right. Now voting's
Yeah,
done,
that's it,
6 to 1.
Ma, get out of there. Nah, you're
Everyone
not
but Lotsaowls.
United
We're all
Front.
up, guys.
You summon the chief architect, who nods thoughtfully when you explain the situation. This sort of thing is an occupational hazard when building on historical sites. Keep you on your toes, doesn't it?
Man's got broad shoulders.
Yes.
Oh, shit, that hurt.
It's your job to make sure buildings are ghost-free. Of course, Your Majesty. I'm sure it'll be easy enough to sort out.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
Some random guy.
He hurries off to Quail University to delve through the records. You can only hope Lotsaowls' troubles do not get worse in the meantime. Alright. So, it seems it's time for the royal wedding. Your wedding
Everyone get your fancy hat.
hold on. Your
The
wedding
hats
to
that people
Ulrika
wore at the
is
last royal wedding were fucking hilarious, by the way.
Oh yeah. Your wedding to Ulrika is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. I combined some type of hazelnut whiskey with my coffee, and now it burns going down. I have no regrets. I wouldn't either.
But admittedly, hazelnut whiskey and coffee does sound pretty good.
It does. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Ulrika at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do.
You must.
Then I pronounce
Then
you
you can
king
change your
and
mind.
wife.
There you go.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after a feast, a dance. Your new wife, Ulrika, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself.
Fine, she's wearing dark colors. No
That
one
only
notices.
makes it so much better. By the time you find yourself alone with Ulrika, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired.
Time for more wine.
Good God, I'm so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine. Oh my... I'm so pleased with this.
You
It's
married a
really impressive.
wino. She's
That
gonna
was
invest
made.
in vineyards, the crop's gonna fail, and she's gonna empty her fucking treasury. This
You
would
know,
have happened if you picked Anne Hathaway.
Servants, bring us wine. Haha, that's the spirit. So what do you like to do in your spare time? What did you think of the wedding? Shall we go to bed together? No time like the present, eh? She swigs back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to the bed.
Going for that hair.
Alright, taking my hat off. That's my only hat, so that was my only fancy hat. Alright, time to end the season. In a distant fortress, amidst dark and foreboding forests, a small, squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There, at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching.
The kingdom's militaries are in shambles. Pathetic weaklings couldn't fight their way through a field of rabbits. I've drafted the reform proposals as planned. The council will be more than happy to follow our lead. Good, but we must ensure they don't get skittish. The kingdom must be stable for our proposal to work. Grand. A calm before the storm.
For the next stage, the Baron's scheme must raise stability to 5 or more
Oh,
in 2 seasons.
no.
Oh, it's already there.
Mm-hmm.
We should lower it, guys. We should lower it.
What about me? Finally, Jesus. That step one took forever.
Late at night,
Yeah.
2 counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the king.
The most private place here. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom. Oh, great. Yes, and I have had peasants from the march moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off our prosperity. Most pleasing, but won't summoning this demon be difficult? It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. Tide of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. Chaos.
For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So it seems the patricians and the counts are of an accord. Continue to rebellion report. Counts are still on the verge of rebellion, and the others are too low to rebel.
We only need 2 seasons.
We all need 2 seasons.
Just 2 seasons.
Let's find out what happened with the ghost story. Your Majesty, I discovered something interesting about the land in which Lady Patrician Lotsaowls' haunted theater was built. Thank the
Not even
ninth
beating around
god.
that bush.
This ghost is actually Lotsaowls' great-great-uncle Vincent. He isn't haunting the building, he's haunting her.
Put her down. No one can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Sorry. Her great uncle is angry with me? I never even knew him.
I can call upon Quill University for more information.
Depths below. I don't need information. I just want this ghost gone.
Alright.
What? As I own a treadmill, I should be fine.
Yeah. Swing votes, which means you guys can change your votes at any given time. Do you want lower faith, gamble on faith, or take my money?
Shut up and take my money.
You can always change your votes. You have a solid amount of time.
Let's see.
8, 7, 6, 5.
You got this, Nexus.
3, 2, 1.
Clinch it to win it.
It's
Never
a tie. Voting tied it too.
Almost,
It was a little
almost.
too slow, Nexus.
Oh, man.
And
Sorry.
clearly, this is the one I'm going to say.
We're good.
You should give him his vote, because he didn't get to. You should totally do B.
Chance.
Ugh.
I have Lotsaowls exercised. The High Inquisitor
Fine, we'll
calls
just strap you on a chair
Lotsaowls.
naked and beat you with palms blessed by the church. It'll be fine.
Waterboarded
It's not
with holy
like
water.
on
That's how
Monday
that
night.
works, right?
Guys,
I don't remember flagellation being part of the exercising process.
Totally is. We gotta beat the devil out of her.
Are you
Settle down there,
Catholic?
Bob Ross.
okay,
As a matter
let's
of
move
fact.
forward.
The High Inquisitor hauls Lotsaowls into a special quarantine room. She reports back swiftly. Your Majesty, the ghost hanging around
gosh.
Lotsaowls may have been a demon maddening her.
Oh,
it was
shit.
far stronger than anyone expected.
He might not be with us anymore.
No.
I was upset that she was the woman in charge of our house.
We prevailed in the end, but unfortunately, Lotsaowls did not survive the cleansing ritual. A tragic loss.
That's one way to exercise the demon.
Yep. The patricians can now rebel if they so chose. And stability is low.
Greco-Roman.
At least the spirit is gone, but the patricians are furious. Best not to talk too much about ghosts or the theater for a while.
Rebellion.
Lotsaowls the second has joined the council.
New and improved, baby. What up?
All
Murder
right.
on the dance floor, all right.
Word from the march.
My liege, I have something a bit embarrassing to report. Remember when I accused Count Flaming Face of II's father of stealing my family's lucky ring and he was arrested? Funny thing, my nephew was the culprit.
Stole a ring that originally belonged to him.
Mm-hmm.
I needed the ring to propose to my dear Valentine of the Flaming Phaser family. I knew our families would never allow such a match, so it had to be secret. Oh gosh, we all know how that ended. And I knew the magic ring would bring good fortune to our union. It was the perfect gift.
Yeah,
That is you.
Blood and stars, my father brought it away. Let me smugly know that I was right for a few more seconds. That's blood and stars. My father brought it away in prison because of this travesty. A family of honorless knaves. Don't think I'm letting Valentine anywhere near that nephew of yours. We just created fucking another Romeo and Juliet situation.
Yep. For once we agree, Count. Please, Counsel, Your Majesty, step in and end this ridiculous romance.
Okay. So, I'm going to call for unity.
When has that ever worked?
I've only done it once and it failed. But it was narrowly failed. Publicly forbid the union, lowers my stability, but it's actually negated because if more than 3 of you vote.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay? anymore. We
Oh, wait,
still
I
have a
didn't
few
want-
people voting.
Damn,
There we go.
I feel bad. My people, I have left you.
Publicly forbid the union. Sadly, I wish I could bless their union.
Yeah.
Great God, Your Majesty, how could you do this? Oh, that was you, sorry.
Okay. Don't we deserve the same love you and Baroness Ulrika share? Come on, you. We're packing you up to the Isle of Sal within the week.
As Rupert begins his long voyage to Sal, Valentine is sent to learn diplomacy in Tavalin. The two find themselves a world apart. As word spreads about what happened, it becomes clear that peasants across the kingdom despise the decision.
Good.
Yeah, I agree. I hate myself for it too. But it wasn't up to me, it was up to them. Fuck those guys.
I left you, my people. That's alright. We're still in this.
Alright, back from the hunt.
What were we hunting again?
Doodknight, dearest, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt. A trophy. Ulrika
Both
takes you by the hand and leads you into the Great Hall, where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. When
Behold.
she pulls the sheet free, it falls to the floor. The taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed. Snarling
Okay, that's
in anger as if
kind of
ready
high.
to attack.
We can report a hunting queen.
Yeah. The bear... Oh, I didn't... The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room, as it should.
You gonna shoot somebody?
Oh no,
Alright.
man, this is not my type of hype.
Alright, end season. Vote
You
bear.
gonna shoot some fool?
Alright, time to start the auction. You can either raise Red's stability with A or lower Red's military with B. You can raise the purple military with C, or lower the purple's or lower my stability with D. You can raise the trade of green with E, or lower my authority with F. The auction is now open.
Guys, we have to lower that stability. We have no money. How are the patricians the broke? This is no bueno.
Looks like D and A so far.
They're gonna cancel each other out.
Oh,
I'm okay with that.
E and D. We got some ED in the building. AD.
Oh. Oh.
Alright.
1301
Oh,
and
the gold is
1300.
gone. Oh my gosh.
A and D. Looks like it might just cancel them out. We still have some money. Gordon SPA and Maroon still have money. Oh, 2,300 on A. 1,300 on
No.
B. Gordon SPA still has 1,000 and Maroon still has 498. 3, 2,
E49.
all right.
Oh.
We've got a negation. Nothing changes in stability.
Everything balanced.
As it should be.
Change. Well, they stay the same.
All right. Time to end the season and go into taxation. No, taxation's the next one. We wasted
it's the
that
end of the
money,
year.
no cap. Yep.
Oh man, everything's happening there.
Yep.
It's happening at the Capitol.
Let's see. Well, so because I am a religious man, blasphemy. High Inquisitor. Your Highness, an urgent matter. My agents suspect there's a reason behind the recent unrest. The counts are stirring up chaos to power some kind of dark ritual.
Yes.
I assure
I
you, it's
always
only
knew
a
they were
simple
ungodly.
preparation for a festival.
Raise the stability.
Exactly, Your
No!
Highness. This
I mean, sure, it's called
proves
the
what
Blood
we've
Festival, but I assure you, it is
suspected
just a
for years.
name.
We must fight back. Yeah. Oh,
I know where I'm voting.
this is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, call for unity. All right, everyone.
Don't vote A. Don't vote
It is
A.
1 for A,
Boo.
2 for
Fellow
B.
barons. The
Patricians
A.
are going for B so far.
Everyone
Barons?
should go for B.
Obviously,
Oh,
we're going over
C
here.
for that one.
Look at, I love the both of
Seems
My
it's
fellow
split
barons.
along party lines.
the A.
Oh, so far it's a tie.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
there we go.
That's right.
No!
We have
That's
the
actually
numbers
the
and
one I wanted.
military might.
How did we vote along party lines? This is garbage.
Look at the real
Unity!
world.
Plus, it should
We
go
are
up by
dead.
2.
All right. Kingdom-wide curfews. Few citizens approve of the curfew, but things do settle down throughout the kingdom. You can only hope it's enough to stop the counts. For now it is.
Dang, everybody went different.
I mean, we could burn it down.
You'd have to get past.
This is true. This is all the coast's fault.
You could have supported us, and you chose not to. So
I wasn't gonna delay my scheme.
bad pass, not a fumble.
A den of
This ain't
corruption.
rugby.
It's easy to say when you're hated.
Your Majesty.
Was
Sorry,
it?
isn't your defiance at a 10?
Mhm. He's ready to rebel. His military is just too low.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, I was recently accosted in the halls of the royal palace by Lord Patrician
Dang.
Maroon.
That man is horrible.
Was he trying to sell you something? That's a stereotypical reply.
Do you have to make small talk? Oh no.
Count your lucky stars. I have to deal with them all the time. Your Majesty, I'm pretty sure he offered me a bribe.
No.
It was subtle, but the offer was there. If he's bold enough to offer me a bribe, you can be assured the rest of your advisors have also been approached. Even the Marshal? Even the Marshal. Yeah, I believe the others. I don't care about the others. I'm awaiting word from my little birds, but my instinct is that your advisors would stay loyal to you. But we can't be sure. We need to call a vote and see if we can stop this sort of behavior from becoming commonplace. Oh,
Nice. Fight fire with
Vote
fire.
deity.
Burn the whole mother down.
I'm gonna veto that. Alright. Crack down on bribery with fines, or send accountants to scrutinize Maroon. Maroon wants accountants.
All the accountants. All of them.
Beat a
We might
rebel.
be outnumbered here. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, stay true to the path.
Looks like all the votes are in.
Really? Really?
That's right.
Nexus. Minato. Friends.
Hey,
Why?
stay away from my countrymen.
Send accountants to scrutinize Lord Patrician Maroon's books.
This is an outrage. Why are you picking on me? Everyone in this council has done a bit of bribery in their day.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
that.
deflection never works on the council.
The investigation into Lord Patrician Maroon's personal finances will take up a lot of his time. You've hampered the Patricians' efforts. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season.
That's fine, because we didn't meet it anyway.
Outrage increases. I mean, it's not looking good. I have 2 people that can fight against me right now. That's
Urge
not
to
pleasant.
kill rising.
Right? Your marriage to Ulrika has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love.
See, that's why it won't matter when, she takes you.
It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. Someone's rebelling. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child together, duh.
Surprised you haven't already worked on it.
Right? The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. I don't want to hear my mother say anything like this.
Sana needed to jackhammer her cooch and get us a fucking heir.
Oh, that was absolutely already happening. Didn't you hear wedding night?
We've been too busy. There needs to be more jackhammering of her cooch.
1 vote from Flaming Phaser for rebelling.
I'm not so sure.
Flaming Phaser really wants to rebel. After several rounds of deliberations, the council approves wide-ranging reforms to the kingdom's standing armies. The barons are the major contributors to this new model army, having volunteered their expertise and manpower in these trying times. Meanwhile, in a foreboding march or fortress, the barons are celebrating.
I can hardly believe they went for it. This is all well and good, but we have not won yet. We must make our final preparations before we take control.
What is it?
Alright, marchers, vote. March on the capital with full strength, or quietly force the king to abdicate. Do you want to raise your military or lower my authority? Manic wants to raise your military.
Our military is
2.
damn near unbeatable now.
There we go.
Plus that authority is wild. Then it is settled. We have a plan of attack, but one last thing remains. Defense.
Defiant. Oh yeah, defense.
For our
I thought that's a defiance for a second.
For our final march on the capital, we need a sizable home garrison to repel opportunistic attacks from other regions. Damn.
For the final stage of this scheme, the barons must raise their military to at least
Jesus.
Must be unstoppable.
the endgame. At least one region has entered the final stage of their scheme. If they pass it, they'll win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass the final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random.
Yes, Odin.
If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0 and the final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win and a final scheme stage passes in the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win in ambition events, which will appear after you've acquired an heir.
Which might take, what, one more season?
Yep. A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak of their latest schemes.
Mean failure.
What happened? The kingdom was meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. Yeah, what do you think happened? It's more like a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it.
Hip.
Not even a succubus.
The counts aim to lower stability to 4 or less.
Those kind of hugs, huh?
Well, duh.
Oh, I might get a drop. You fucking asshole. Oh wait, I'm actually super rich, never mind, it's justified. Well, super rich compared to everyone else.
Nice.
And I'm okay with this. I just need to raise my stability one more. Defiance is now mutinous, so 6, and treasonous, of course, because who
They've been
cares
dancing
about
back
the
and
witch?
forth on that one.
Ghost counts, our priority is lowering the army of the barons. Yes, yes it is. That's all of our priorities. Okay. There's one
Why
that's
is everything
partially
happening
hidden.
here?
I don't know.
What does that say? Something
Bad press?
Curious cuisine.
The songstress? Curious cuisine,
Oh,
huh?
famous cuisine. Count Flaming Phase of the Second comes to you bearing a covered tray. He uncovers it with a flourish. One of the chefs at a... Oh, that's you, sorry.
See, one of our chefs at our new prison started serving this delicious baklava to the inmates. But it went down so well that now peasants are flocking from all over to try it.
No.
Your Highness, would you care to try some?
It's poison.
I married a marsher. I can't say no. Absolutely.
That counts.
The layers of pastry are soaked in floral honey. It's so sweet that it makes your eyes water. He watches you.
How'd that make your
expectantly.
clothes explode?
Delicious.
There goes a button.
Delightful. I'm delighted you enjoyed it.
Trays of baklava are carted out and served to the assembled nobles. Many are enthusiastic, but Baron Nexus Atome, thank you, shakes his head in disgust.
Dreadful. How can you bring this to us? It tastes like a musty tome.
How dare you? You insult the pride of the counts?
We know baklava. Your Majesty, please have this dreadful stuff taken away at once.
Yeah, swing votes. Change your votes at will, everyone. 2 for leaving the baklava in the east where it belongs. 3. 4. Oh man, I picked the wrong thing. Alright, there are 7 nobles. Alright.
Damn.
Everyone's voted? Alright. Anyone want to change their vote?
I already did.
Okay.
Countrymen.
Well, seems voting is closed. 4 said to keep it in the east where it belongs. There's a flurry of activity around the prison in the east as the chef becomes a local celebrity. Defiance can't go higher. Trade is now dynamic. Still, a bad feeling about you rejecting the baklava remains. Some counts even bring it to the council sessions, snacking ostentatiously in front of you to make a point.
Let's remember how well Prohibition went down.
I wanted it to stay.
Maybe you should have given us more incentive to vote for it to stay then.
I gave you the opportunity to change their minds. You didn't want it. Bad press.
Your Majesty, you must have seen this. Look at it.
It's a poster for Rupert and Valentine, the latest play by playwright, the leader of the Bright Stags, a popular marcher theater troupe. They've dramatized recent events in the march.
It is straight up Romeo.
Yep.
The play is horribly disrespectful. They practically have me breathing fire and threatening to murder my nephew. And surely my liege isn't such a tyrant as the Bright Stags suggest. Play?
You know what? Just because it'll be funny. Oh, I forgot I got rid of the law that I wanted to
You should
use.
write your own play.
That's what
and
I
it
was
should have
going to do. I was
blackjack
going
and
to do
hookers.
King's Choice and did that. All right. We've got 2 out of 7. 3. Ooh,
Yep.
people want to raise Defiance. Or
They just want to lower
stability.
stability.
Other ways to lower stability. This is just more fun.
I would have liked to have seen the Kings play.
No, the good news is they wanted to lower stability,
blackjack and hookers.
but they raised stability because Call for Unity. So it cancels.
Nice. Look at it, went up.
It'll go back down, but
Sure.
the tragic
Yes.
tale of Rupert and Valentine
Wow, why'd it
grows
go up?
more and
Fuck.
more popular, and theater attendance climbs to an all-time high. Stability is now civil. Trade is now prosperous.
Fabulous. We have highest trade, highest military, even highest faith.
Some nobles even have private stages built on their estates so they can enjoy the entertainment on their own in their own homes. Not all the barons are pleased with the situation, however. The play makes Nexus Atome look very bad, and the other nobles whisper behind his back during council sessions.
Karmic retribution.
As for you, your reputation is sealed as a tyrannical monster who tore a lovelorn couple apart for no reason. It had nothing to do with me.
Even though
I'm
that wasn't
okay
really
with
your
this.
fault.
None
blame
of
you.
the bad things were my fault. It was all you guys. Let's make this
That's
very
kinda
clear.
true.
All the good things I wanted, and you guys chose the bad things.
Queen Monarch might evolve her regions against her. It's always your fault, especially when it's not.
Yeah. Fair. Oh no, it's the same thing.
Oh boy, Your Highness, about cause herself the songstress has been making waves in the east. Performers are attracting huge crowds, so huge that they've been brawls and stampedes as people push closer to the stage.
And you're not the leader, Manic is.
There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots get worse. What can we do to nip this in the bud? Ban her from performing.
Anything but that.
Bitch.
Alright, votes are open. Lower military. Raise defiance. I mean, raise defiance would be the best option for me because that means nothing changes. Lowering military would lower the Count's military. And that's what it looks like is happening. Ensure her shows have adequate security. Armed guards are assigned to keep the peace during the songstress's shows, but you soon receive reports that the guards themselves are joining in with the riots.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a bloodbath. Dozens of soldiers are killed and even more civilians, yet by all accounts the songstress's performance are more popular than ever. What is going on?
That is a good question, and it's probably not going to be the end of that little quest line.
You've turned
Oh my gosh.
the songstress into punk rock.
Metal.
Yeah. Fight the man. That's what it's turned into.
I'm not sure if we have good farming, but I don't think that's going to be that supplemental to a 3 military.
Barons. The
Oh
song
my
Sure.
gosh, I'm in epic work. So my laptop went into battery saving mode and I plugged it into the wall, but I forgot that if the outlet's not turned on, that outlet doesn't supply power. So my phone continued, or my laptop continued dying, and no one could hear me for like the past 7 things.
Oh
I
boy.
see.
Am I good to continue to the next season, or do I need to wait a second?
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
It's
and
plugged in
season.
and the light switch is on now.
Patricians. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
You hear that? The screams, the shouts of dismay, the crackle of the flames.
No, all I hear is the sea, lapping against the harbor walls.
Exactly. It's terrible. The kingdom needs to be in chaos for our plans to work.
It's barely holding it together.
The king's advisors are happy with his rule. We can't buy their loyalty yet. Believe me, I've tried.
Mm-hmm.
That
Maroon.
Unity call has been like clutch.
Mm-hmm. The patrician's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. All right.
So maybe you should take Marbles or the Monarch Golden Choice if you want us to vote for what you fucking want.
Nah. Royal Gamble.
Nice.
What does that do?
Plus
gonna make a
600
selection.
treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, minus 200 to
that is
treasury.
actually much better, yes.
On the verge of rebellion, can't rebel and cannot rebel.
Like, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no, for
It
sure.
really
Flaming.
is.
Begging
Yeah.
for scraps, huh?
Okay, shark attacks, devotion.
Sorry, that was a replay.
Remember when, remember the last time that happened? And I was like, no, fucking kill it, and it ended up working out in my favor.
Right. It's just, no thank you.
Understood? Same?
All right, let's go ahead and get this out of the way for you then.
Dare you?
Chancellor. Upsetting news from the coast. Your Majesty, several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. Oh my god, it's Jaws.
Burn it with fire.
Well, I mean, it was, for me, it was Jaws, and then we turned it into Jaws 3.
Close my beach!
No one mentioned closing a...
That beach is vital for coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got on the wrong end of a fish.
Let's look at my, was it the statistics my nobles have produced, and it's just a bunch of sharks in disguise.
Well, now I
Or
want to
disguises.
close it.
You can't. I'll take this all the way to the council.
Do it.
Fucking do it, bitch.
Whoa! Whoa! That got
Let's
awfully
see,
hostile.
turn the shark itself. I'm still laughing at that one. That was fucking funny.
Call for unity.
You
Keep
suck.
the beach open.
Suck.
Hire an adventurer to hunt down the man-eater. Shut down the beach. Turn the shark itself into a tourist attraction. Alright, we've got 3 out of 7 voting A.
Can someone explain what Call Unity does exactly? Because I'm pretty sure
If
we all
there's
vote for
half
it.
or more of the nobles vote for an option, it raises my stability.
which blows because the whole point of this thing is to
Yep.
burn the mother down.
Yep.
Damn it.
So now you just lower the patricians' farming, trade, and defiance. Keep the beach open, which is what I wanted in the end anyway.
Unless it lowers it by like 4.
We'll see.
Sometimes it does lower it by more
Yes.
than just 1.
Sometimes. Those are usually gambles, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ignoring advice from various grizzled fishermen, you decide to keep the beach open. Coastal tourism cannot be allowed to suffer. Which is why I didn't vote for it.
Well, I did.
Just wait and see.
Just wait.
Oh.
After eating a few more peasants, the shark will simply get bored and swim away.
Oh,
Come back
boy.
next year.
Yep.
This reminds me of a funny situation that happened in California bunches of years ago. There was a seal population boom, and a lot of fishermen were starting to get concerned. And then, hey, guess what fixed the problem?
Demons in the water.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Flaming really wants to rebel. Like,
He already
really.
has.
Unless
Yeah.
Lady
Already.
Patrician Lotsaowls II's
It does look
prediction
pretty rough.
doesn't
like it
come
really
to
does.
pass. More
I
and
don't
more
know.
people vanish from the beach, leaving nothing but red circles in the water.
It might be a time.
Soon enough, nobody dares visit. There's a catastrophic decline in tourism, and as more sharks gather, the fish stocks dwindle too.
Dang.
Ugh.
That farming is rough.
Yeah. Begging for scraps. When Count Flaming Phaser II enters the council chambers, his clothes are stained and rumpled, and his face is haggard.
Apologize to my parents, Grace. I wouldn't usually be seen like this, but
What's happened to you?
someone take us. My lands are growing barren, even though we're at an 8. Oh wait, our farm is at a 5. That's still not terrible.
Yeah, your farming is actually an 8.
It's the highest.
I'm utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give.
Dude, bro, ours is at a 2. You have no sympathy from me.
You gotta get money from your noble.
Hey. Oh my
That's kinda
gosh.
funny.
I'm vetoing A. I want to see how this goes.
I mean, we're 80% farming, so
Yeah, that sounds like the best option.
I'm broke.
Jesus Christ, he's next to a
5.
window.
That was me. Sorry.
Oh,
I'll close that now.
that's funny. Everyone voted for that one.
Yes. Well, it's the best option. They don't want to give you money and they want to lower your defiance for some reason.
You can't
No, we
count.
don't want to lower the defiance too much.
You could lower it twice instead.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Count Flaming Phaser II returns to his keep where he starts selling off farmland. Succeeded.
Succeed.
Despite
Hey, got
his
money.
current troubles, it turns out that there's a seam of very fertile land on the edge of Count Flaming Phaser II's estate, and several other counts are eager to take it over for themselves.
Nice.
Hmm.
Alright,
Devotion, huh?
so
we do
that's
wanna
all that's
find that
left is
treasury.
devotion.
Your Highness, ignore everything I said about the song trust. I was completely wrong. I hired her a private I hired her for a private performance to see what all the fuss was about, and by Xenia's ashes, I've never heard anything so beautiful.
She's a siren.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I was so moved I immediately gave her all my money and keys to my keep. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're under some kind of spell. That's what happens when a witch gets you.
Perhaps I am, but if so, it was so lovely to hear her sing.
This fits
Where are you
for
living?
you. When you were a
Kinda
king, it was the
does,
same
doesn't
way.
it? You simply must invite her to the palace for a performance.
No.
Nope. Tell the wabbit.
Your Majesty, this is deeply suspicious. We need to do something. Okay.
Call for Unity is gone. Call for Unity is gone.
Yes, it is.
Also, I mean, I have no money, so what do I got left to lose?
Remember, if you vote for the one I voted, I believe you
I'm gonna
get money,
assess
or
her,
is
get
it
her
the other way?
permanently, huh?
Is it I get money and you don't get? Nah, I forget what that was.
Call
I
for
gambled
Unity
poorly.
is gone. So if we vote for stability down, it'll actually go down.
The royal
Yeah.
gamble is you'll fill the coffers, and if not, I believe they get 200.
Yeah.
Or
No,
you just
I
lose
spend
it.
200 if you don't vote for mine.
Right.
Oh, that sucks. We can't switch it.
No,
Eh.
not in this one.
Well, it's not
Ooh, that was
intentional flaming. We all just
14.
think
It's
we're
'cause
doing
they're
the right
dating.
thing in it.
It's nepotism. I'm calling it
go.
like it is.
I think so too, Maroon. I think so too.
Absolutely not. How about Lazio?
Oh, we're gonna lose that.
I do think you
Flailing
should, though.
Count Gordon SPA has to be removed from the council hall by the watch. Meanwhile, your spy master heads out to hire an assassin.
There will now be a new Count Gordon spot.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. I'm here representing the
children?
Viper's children. You have a bard that needs to be silenced.
Turns out she's just got a killer rag.
Regrettably, it's the only way. Amazing, isn't it? How convenient it is when a problem goes away. Believe me, this songstress won't be a thorn in your side much longer. Can you just
with
do
kind
that to everyone that I have issues with? Like, can I keep you on
Hey.
retainer?
Keep that short blade away from me. You've already killed me once.
Alright. Everyone's still on their second thing. My biggest,
No.
well, except for the marches who are on their final thing.
Wait,
Fuck
it's the
it.
military.
I currently have no heir.
Oh crap.
Verge of rebellion for purple, but the others cannot rebel yet. Uh-oh. 2 voted to rebel. Next season, the counts are going to
The
rebel.
assassin returns.
And bankruptcy looms.
Yep.
Dang.
Well, let's
Try to
start
check
with the
your
assassin.
Awesome.
It's a night like any other. You're lying in your king-sized bed with your wife by your side, snoring gently. Something wakes you up. A sudden and pressing lack of oxygen. You gasp for air, but none comes. A huge, leathery, brown python is wrapped around your throat. Yeah,
Ooh.
Well, your wife
I mean, your
is
wife's
a hunter.
a hunter, yeah. She'd be
yeah.
like,
got a
snakes.
dagger.
She'd be like, a snake? Baby, I got this.
Oh, good morning, dear. Are we having a secret early breakfast? Her
Oh, it's
eyes
a
widen
snake.
when
How
she
lovely.
sees the snake around your
Aw.
neck. Don't worry, I'll get it off. Your wife
breaks
leaps out
its
of
neck.
bed and pulls her hunting crossbow from the... No.
Oh my
With
god.
a beautiful twang, she puts a crossbow bolt neatly through the beast's
Oh
head.
no.
It falls off you and you grasp for sweet air. The dying serpent rides in the shape of a hooded man. The crossbow bolt is still sticking from his head. The songstress sends her regards.
Oh shit, she must have paid him off with all the money she stole from me.
No, she just enchanted him the same way
sang
she
to him,
enchanted
yeah.
you.
Oh, probably. I had a feeling
The
that was gonna
assassin
happen.
spasms and then falls still.
Shit, maybe we can recruit her.
Orca, you're amazing. Ha! Did you see that? I totally destroyed that guy. Your Majesty, are you alright? I just saw a snake turn into a man.
Well, they're the Viper's children.
Yes, I had heard a rumor that the children of the Viper could turn themselves into snakes. Until now, I had thought it mere superstition. That was
your...
our assassin. Indeed, the songstress turned our own assassin against us. We underestimated her. Luckily, her magic must have muddled the assassin's judgment. Otherwise, he'd simply have stabbed you in your sleep rather than strangling you in his serpent shape.
Tell you, I
I'm
like
sure
her.
the Viper's children will give you your money back. This is a terrible breach of professional ethics. In the meantime, I'll investigate this troublesome bard.
They just killed one of their own.
Yep.
Bankruptcy
But,
doesn't loom anymore.
I mean, we'll see. Your Majesty, I had booked this meeting intending to discuss our financial woes, but you solved that issue on your own. Congratulations on digging us out of that dismal financial pit. Well, technically my wife dug us out of that financial pit.
What a waste of an event.
Right? Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You shall stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence.
The naming of your child is like the most horrible form of like self-aggrandizing nonsense ever.
Yeah.
That works.
The assembled nobles break out into polite
monarch.
applause.
Kind of funny when my sister named her child. Like they had this list of names, and they just decided not to go with any of them.
Yeah,
So
I've
I
seen
can't really accuse her for self-grandizing when she just ended up just pulling a random name out.
The assembled nobles
like
break out into a polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented your stability of the kingdom.
You don't
My
lose it
liege.
first.
Oh, that's you.
No. My liege, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name?
Oh boy. No other option?
No
Doodknight
other
2.
option.
Second
It's
cousin.
Electric Boogaloo.
Ah, there you go. Huzzah, my liege. I'm sure little Doodknight II will grow up to be a chip off the old block.
Thank you,
Hopefully
Flavor.
like his mother.
I mean, yeah, more like the mom. Congratulations on finding an heir, and now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon.
Rebellion!
Viva la revolution.
Oh boy. What a time to bring a child into the world. Start an auction.
But anyone who had a child in 2020.
A. Raises military of red. B. Raises authority. C. Lowers farming of purple. D. Raises stability. E. Lowers stability. F. Lowers authority. Just a reminder, you don't want red's military to get to 9.
Hey.
You don't want to raise my stability any more than it already is, but I mean, you're only going to bring it down to 5, so it's your choice on what you want to do with that.
All I'm saying is the counts don't even need to worry about any of that anymore.
Okay. And, oh, you're right, they don't. Starting an auction now. So far, A has the most money with 450. Oh, E has 1,900. Jesus.
I have no money.
Who bankrupted themselves? Jeez. Okay. E and F. Lowering authority and stability so far. Oh. E and A. Oh. 900 on A. Do you guys want to stop the barons from gaining military? At that point, you want to chunk in, I believe, F is where you want to throw your money if you want to stop them from gaining military. Oh, and there you go.
And y'all are dirty.
They don't want you to
got
win.
bank.
That auction is
And
trash
your
right
forces
now.
combined still couldn't stand.
It's because you don't manage your finances very well. All right. They are now rebelling, the Counts of the East. I didn't expect the witches to stay loyal. All right. So I'll start with rebellion. At long last, the Counts have reached their boiling point. Yeah, I would hope so. It's been 4 seasons that they've been ready to rebel.
At 10.
You are
I
confronted.
think I've been
in your,
consumed by madness.
you are confronted in your throne room. By
Oh wait, we're
Count
witches. That's just
Gordon
par for the course.
SPA. His smile is sharp as a scalpel.
Oh, dang.
The Counts of the East will bring you down, pretender to the throne. We will rise up and fight for Mako, the true king. Can we get out of rebellion now that it's down to 4?
I
I actually
mean,
wonder, is that a
I
thing?
don't think you can.
I don't think we can
Yeah, you don't
either.
back
Also,
out
would have
from-
done it last game.
Eventually.
I don't want to lower my stability, but I want Gordon SPA dead.
We got a replacement.
He's
We're
already
witches.
had
We got like a
children.
racial ghoul thing going on. We'll just upload my consciousness into another body. It'll be fine.
That's the problem. That totally is a thing you do.
The Defiance
Alright.
can't go any higher. Ugh.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
Gordon.
Oh, I thought you already read that. Oh, and that was mine. There'll be many heads in space before this war is over, and will not be among them.
Gordon SPA strides from your throne room without looking back. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances against the rebels? Because I know exactly how they got this back. Pretty good. The Counts aren't exactly a military powerhouse. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous.
Who wants some fertile farmland?
The leader of the rebellion is Count Flaming Phaser II. As reason for the uprising, he's citing your history of petty transgressions against the Counts. Urge to murder rising? Yes, Your Majesty. Hold on to that feeling. You'll need it. Burn the witch! Burn all the witches. So this is it? Civil war? That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. Okay. Songstress's secret.
Ooh.
Your
Wow,
Majesty.
she's still running amok.
The
Jesus.
songstress has pledged her support to the Eastern rebels.
Yeah.
More
I
traitors!
fucking knew it was gonna happen.
Her music has proven able to turn our own soldiers against us.
Oh shit.
Woof.
Ooh.
It's true. In the last skirmish, my warriors started tearing each other apart as soon as they heard
What
her
the
song.
hell? Why did ours get affected?
We need to do something, Your Majesty, or else we'll lose this war.
Oh my god.
Beatlemania. Nice.
Oh, you're too poor.
Oh my gosh.
I would say
Recruit
C,
Death
guys.
Bowman.
Baldwin.
I mean, it's a solid strat. Like, question is, does he understand what your order is? Alright. We're waiting for
Oh.
Lotsaowls.
Oh. No, why me?
Your last vote. None of the barons are able to vote. Not
Nope.
barons, counts. Well, it's my choice. Oh, Lotsaowls, last second. Good. That's the one I wanted to pick.
But
Let's
it's
coin
a
toss.
50-50.
You hire a squad of deaf longbowmen
Nice.
to seek out the songstress in battle. A week
They have
later,
a s-
mid-battle,
squad
the
of deaf
songstress
longbowmen.
is singing her heart out.
Ooh.
As she reaches the chorus, there is a thud. An arrow is
That
suddenly
was her?
embedded in her sternum.
Holy shit, she looks like Miss Frizzle. Y'all killed Miss
Isn't she
Frizzle.
beautiful?
Well, she
She's
looks like a
beautiful.
much more attractive Miss Frizzle. As she topples off her horse, the enraged rebel soldiers start suddenly tearing each other apart in a frenzy. Your troops take advantage of the chaos and press the attack.
Oh my gosh.
Ha! Opening strike.
A long time coming, over 300 years ago, East was conquered. But before that, we were our own rulers, a lineage of monarchs stretching back 1,000 years. The glory days. Indeed, and that's why we must rise up by placing Mikor on the throne. We will reclaim what we have lost. First, we must decide on tactics. My fellow counts ask you, how shall we strike first? And launch a preemptive strike against the barons to cripple their military capabilities. Sounds like a terrible idea. We suspect the patricians may join our cause. We could call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low, which, oh boy, it is. But I don't think you're going to join us because you are going to get your next thing.
And then she'll
Also
be
call
on
them
the
a church
same
to condemn the
footing.
king, or finally, you could send off an assassin and nip this in the bud. We don't have the money for an assassin.
All right, vote up.
Oh, your highest is.
Actually, yeah.
I
Oh,
thought that would cause. I would need a. I honestly thought I would have needed a. Like, I would need you to actually pick and join the cause.
That's what I would have thought.
Their military strength is kind of silly.
Even together. Well, there was... Oh, it's a 50-50.
I would too.
Gordon, as the lead
Twisting his
noble,
mustache.
gets his pick. The Count
it
smuggled a
worked!
secret
Wow.
message to the patricians.
Cunning patricians of the coast, too long have you suffered under the yoke of the king's tyranny. Join us in our righteous war, and if we win, we'll eliminate your taxes.
You know,
mean-
just the right thing to say.
I know, right?
He
Maroon.
speaks truly. Why did we never think of things this way?
Oh,
The patricians are now embroiled by the call to rebellion. Of course, they can only act on if their defiance is high enough.
And that's what you did, is you raised their defiance enough that if they chose, they could vote for rebellion now. I'll give you time to do that if you want, because, you know, that's you.
I don't think they can.
They have the defiance too, they just need to put ! rebel in chat.
Doesn't it? It doesn't have to prompt it.
Oh,
Season.
not until the next
yeah.
season.
This will be the next season.
Alright, sitting on a bench
So
outside
realistically,
Sunbleach
we're
Villa.
getting our ambitions at the end of this season, so
Mhm.
We'll see.
Two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme, along with some other faces that the king might recognize.
greetings, Lord Patrician. I'd like to introduce you to some friends of mine.
Good afternoon,
Captain,
noble patricians. A pleasure as always.
Don't let
Hello?
her sign anything.
Is this the place? Ugh, smells like fish. Now it's you.
Wow.
Wow. I take it you found my colleague's arguments most persuasive then.
Indeed, Lord Patrician Maroon made some excellent points about the king's incompetence.
Wow, your inner circle fucking hates
The
you.
most persuasive part was the giant bag of gold. No,
Oh my god.
I just
you
didn't
can't
pay
trust
them
anyone
well
in this
enough.
fucking game.
unfortunately, the Spymaster and the Chancellor still remain beyond our grasp. But with these two in our pocket, we can do great things. We just need to decide our approach.
Alright, are you going to try and bankrupt me? Or are you going to
There's-
raise
there's-
others' defiance?
There's no need, because Mikey's at 2. We ain't gonna be raising that fast enough.
Maroon says defiance. You can vote, Maroon. I believe you're on their team.
Yes, but we want to make sure we're united front, right? Okay, right?
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Maroon and Lotsaowls have kind of been
Oh my
right
friggin'
on
gosh.
step with each other every time, for the most part. Lotsaowls.
So after all this, our plan is to make the king look like the corrupt one?
Yeah. After all, isn't his court absolutely rotten with bribes and scandals? Worse than it's been in centuries?
Of course it is. And we're to blame.
Rather the coastline.
The general public doesn't need to know that part. We just need to ensure the other nobles hate the king enough to support our version of events.
For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must raise other regions' defiance to a combined total of at least 14. Well, it's currently 12. Or ensure that the current rebellion continues. So they don't have to do anything as long as the counts continue their rebellion. I'm just gonna keep this where it's...
I don't even know if there's a way that they could un-rebel.
I
I'm pretty sure
don't think they can. I don't believe they can. They have to...
Yeah, because they have more than us.
Mm-hmm. The Barons will never lose a vote, that's right. Oh, one vote for
still can't
rebellion.
rebel. Oh, we can? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, just because I like the... No, I'm gonna hit this first. A great battle. Vast armies
my
darken the
military.
landscape like
Oh,
the
look who's in
shadows
the
of
room with you,
clouds.
huh?
Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal.
Right there.
Your Majesty, the army of the East is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Count Flaming Pfizer II. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces on the coast. If they march now, they'll intercept the Counts in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the March. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed Counts. What are your orders? They should join forces. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders to Lady Patrician Lotsaowls II, the commander in the field. Hopefully they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on the battlefield.
Have our orders, but should we follow them?
You guys vote.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, if you don't succeed in your thing this time, they
Yeah,
win.
we were supposed to hang back.
Okay.
Yay!
I thought you voted B and I almost had a heart attack, friend. I'm not even kidding you. And then I realized and
The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting anxiously for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into the throne room. Those damned cowards, cravens, treacherous, yellow-bellied, lily-livered, chicken-hearted bastards. Okay.
Castle did really good.
Wait.
How did the battle
she's doing
go?
she's doing a great job covering.
Yeah. There wasn't a damn battle. Instead of engaging the enemy or linking up with the barons, the patricians told their army to just hang back, do nothing.
Big Pamby sissy freak jumping boom.
They sat pretty in their camp
Who
and
was that?
scratched their arses
That
while the
was
entire eastern army
Luther
walked
from
on by.
SSX Tricky.
I forgot his name, but yeah.
Freaking love that game.
I forgot I'm broke.
A healthy mix of cowardice, self-interest, and lack of confidence in their abilities, I assume. They're hedging their bets and waiting to see who comes out on top. Bastards. You have no
Aren't you
choice
hooked up
but to
with them?
rely on the barons. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. Nope.
We have more than capabilities.
I'll lead the troops personally this time. I must advise against this. You'll be in great danger, and inspiring as your presence may be to the troops, your death or severe injury would destroy morale completely. No, I'm sick of waiting around. Plus, my wife is a better shot than anyone else in the military.
She's better.
Very well, Your Majesty. I'll prepare your armor and horse. We ride at dawn. The 9th will protect me.
Hmm.
Okay,
There's that
before I
second arrow
give
that you
them
have
an
to be worried about.
opportunity, I'm going to hit mustering an army. Along the eastern border, a few campfires are dotted across the hills. Some soldiers mill about randomly, looking scared. The Count's troops are gathering, but it's distinctly unimpressive.
Look,
This is the best the force we could muster, is it? Oh, as a matter of fact, this is only the beginning. We considered several proposals to further bolster our army for the trials ahead.
Alright,
Let's
Counts.
see.
oh gosh.
Conscript peasants?
Hey!
Or...
You know what? I'm gonna do B since we have the farming for it.
Oh, hey. Not a bad idea.
That actually is what I would have picked. Alright, voting is finished.
I know I can't vote. I'm voting in solidarity.
I mean, this was only amongst us either way.
Yeah, it's what.
That's not bad, actually.
Not bad at all.
The East has a long-lasting tradition of sending our peasants off to serve as human shields for our real soldiers.
You mean your zombie hordes?
Operation Human Shield.
The Counts pull peasants off the fields and thrust spears into their calloused hands. This will mean a few bad harvests for sure, but the East can survive that, right?
I mean, we were prepared for a famine demon. I think we're good.
Okay, an unexpected opportunity. Your Majesty, as the Counts were marching through the marsh, they were hit by a fierce rainstorm. Unable to progress through the mud, they've set up camp beside a rustwater river. So they're sitting ducks? Precisely. We must strike.
Don't be foolish, Marshal. Do you think our own troops are immune to the weather? We'll have the same problems.
If I may suggest another option, Your Majesty, the Counts are drawing all their water from the Rustwater River. If we were to poison it upstream, their troops would suffer greatly.
Fighting a war with poison leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But not as bad as the taste it'll leave in the mouths of the Counts. Let's do it.
It's a brilliant plan. Thank you, Your Majesty. I thought so. And how do you expect us to poison a whole river? If we herd
There you go.
all the cattle in the march into the riverbank upstream and allow all their effluents to flow freely into the river, the water will be contaminated. It's hard to fight on an upset stomach.
Try the
Above,
Counts indeed.
You are devious. Yes, I love this person. I don't feel comfortable with this, Your Majesty. I'll need council approval before I proceed. Oh, really?
The three of us.
What?
Call for unity, everyone. Actually, I think rebelling is the better option here now that I see it.
Wait, we get to vote?
You still get to vote. You're
Yes,
not
they're
exactly
We're
rebelling.
not
yet.
in rebellion yet because it's not the next season.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
But I get my stability raised, so voting is closed.
I will say in one aspect, in one vote, I think it was a 90% chance to succeed, and Gordon
And it
still
failed.
Yeah, I still failed. It was
Fingers crossed.
bullshit.
Fingers crossed. I am lucky. Fingers
Let's see.
crossed.
I have everything.
Ah,
figured
that's
out.
more like it. A good
Damn it.
old-fashioned battle, as the 9th intended.
Oh.
Your marcher soldiers prove more resilient to rain than the Counts. They charge into the camp, taking the rebels by surprise and wreak havoc. By the time the Counts have rallied their troops, your soldiers have already melted back among the trees, leaving chaos in their wake. Oh,
Oh.
ha! That'll show the bastards, and we didn't even need to dishonor ourselves in the process. I maintain it was a perfectly viable strategy. It was, but... Alright. Okay. Before I end the season, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be
Put your
right back.
BRB screen up.
I did.
Did not
I will be quick.
unrebel. You can't unrebel. You're not even rebelling.
Man. This is terrible, though.
I'm not a fan, guys. I don't agree. I do not like it.
A shameless plug here, but
What are you doing?
currently, shameless plug. Currently on this McCade Run server, when he goes live, Lotsaowls when she goes live,
You kind of cut out at the beginning.
Oh, on the McCade Run server that I've just put up, guys, the current notifications are for Doodknight for when he goes live, Gordon Spa when he goes live, Lotsaowls for when she does, and myself, McCade, or ManicCrude. So whenever we put this up, it's usually every Monday. But if you guys are willing to join, feel free, and you'll get notifications anytime. So whenever we get the chance to do this all over again.
And thank you very much for the updates there. All right, is everyone back?
CP, buddy. Yeah, CP.
I think we are good.
Okay.
Oh, is Mr. sleepy?
End
He
season.
like yawned. Covered his
Oh.
face.
Time for rebellion.
Rebel!
Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down.
Oh. This is...
Golden choice instead of veto. Ugh. We've got 2 rebels. Let's go ahead and go with Green's opening strike.
Dear patricians of the coast, thank you for joining us in our righteous war against Tyrant King Doodknight.
Yes, you have our support. We're hoping that you do most of the actual fighting, though.
Oh, yeah, no, our military sucks. Not likely. You've committed now, my friends, and you must decide where to direct your opening strike. Thought y'all was good at reading fine print. Allowed your preemptive strike against the Barons to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the Barons may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the King's authority is low. You could also call upon the Church to condemn the King, or finally you could send off an assassin and nip this in the bud.
We're broke, so let's see.
We're all broke.
I have 800.
Right.
I was about to say,
I
my side still has money.
No, I really think that the church might be our best option, but
I mean, 60%.
I don't think they'll join us. Like, I have to tell you, I don't think they'll join us.
Who? Oh, the Barons? Yeah, probably not. 10%. They
They're
have
one
military.
step
They
away
don't
from
care.
winning too.
They have the better option to stay with
They'll,
us.
they'll laugh at you second those words come out of your
Alright.
mouth.
Wasn't a toss-up.
All right. Are we ready to continue?
I think that's all their votes.
Yep.
Oh
They're
yeah,
only
I
three
thought
votes.
it was both of them that got to vote on that for some reason. All right. Failed.
Aw.
Thank you for meeting with me, Your Holiness.
Let's cut to the chase before you launch into your little speech. Do you think the church has lasted 1,000 years by changing allegiances along with the weekly hymns? No, we're careful about who we support, and you're nothing but a thorn in my side. I wouldn't pee on you if you were burning at the stake. Get out of my
Jesus.
sight.
The man don't mince no words.
Yeah.
Neat.
This hell didn't.
The depths below.
Dude, I'm a religious man. Church refuses to lend their official support
That
to
was
the
at
rebels.
60%.
No, it
Good
was.
here.
In fact, the Archbishop also orders a mass excommunication of any soldiers who fight against the king. All the traitors can,
Wow.
in his
Wow.
words, go directly to hell.
Jesus.
This is why you don't do this.
That is not. Oh man.
Oh no, our military.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh. Any rebels who believe in the ninth god are thoroughly shaken by this. Their loyalties are torn in half. Thousands of rebel soldiers desert to join the loyalists, fearing for their souls.
Oh my gosh.
Maroon.
That is wild.
You know what's funny about this game? You never know when the failure is going to be extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or treachery.
Yeah.
On Rebel? I wish that was a
Dire
choice.
news, your majesty. The coast has sent a battalion of their finest soldiers to support the counts in the field.
It's this one guy.
Have they turned against us? Afraid so. The patricians have formally joined the rebellion, declaring you a tyrant. As reason
Just
for
on
the
temperature.
uprising, they're citing your past transgressions, mainly Lotsaowls' death in a botched exorcism. I won't
What
lie,
up?
your majesty. The odds are stacked against us right now. Nah. We got this, Barons. I'm on the field with you.
It was so close, though. It was so close.
The final battle. It's the night before the final battle. The atmosphere among the marcher soldiers is arrogant. You've often heard them bragging to each other about the certainty of their victory. On the journey, you've had to leave most of the luxuries of a king behind, but your marshal was good enough to ensure the royal command tent is always well stocked with wine. Abstain from alcohol for
They
tonight.
tailored this to you, I swear.
Yeah, only when it's mattered do I not drink. Like being the ruler tonight. You'll need a clear head and sharp wits for the battle ahead. Tomorrow we fight. How are you feeling, your majesty? Eager for glory. Let's see if that feeling survives contact with the enemy. Now that you're here, you need to lead your troops, otherwise their morale will plummet. Of course. I'm glad you understand. Which, by the way,
Quick,
for
Marshall,
anyone
snap him
watching,
back.
last session my character killed several people in duels. I'm glad you
no,
understand.
I yoked out once.
Yeah. The next day, at an ungodly hour, you climb onto your warhorse and ride out with your troops to meet the counts on the battlefield. The sky is blood red. Flags whip in the wind, horns blow, drums beat. Both sides are in battle formations, with the enemy visible only as 1,000 gleams of swords and armor. Your troops are looking at you. They expect a speech.
They all 50?
Yeah,
Oh my
it looks
gosh,
like.
it's 30%. It's all 30%. Because your authority is crap.
Today we stand and we fight, brave warriors of the march. Nope,
Failed.
hearts
Yeah.
really aren't in it. No. Charge. The
Oh my
warhorse
God.
surges
Really?
forward, sweat
Really?
steaming from its flanks. You raise your sword, and for a beautiful moment it catches the crimson light of the sun. The army roars and rumbles into motion behind you. When you reach the enemy lines, however, things get more complicated. It's pure chaos, soldiers screaming and rolling around in the mud, blades flashing and clashing, blood spurting. At some point your warhorse is cut down, but you roll out from under it and spring back up, waving your sword. Your soldiers roar with renewed vigor. Lead your
Actually,
troops.
super cool.
You shout to your soldiers to hold firm in the face of the eastern onslaught, and inch by bloody inch you push them back.
Jesus. Rip and tear.
I feel
They all
like
do
Yeah.
the same thing.
Ugh. No, rip and tear is not what a paladin would say. Don't give in.
Are you kidding me? When there's heresy involved, that's all they say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm only fighting the counts, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I chose the wrong one. The battle lasts for hours, and then in an instant it's over. The counts are running. Your soldiers cheer and chase them down, shoving swords into their fleeing backs. Victory.
Oh.
Glorious victory.
Oh.
Because it was the counts. Blood. Blood for the ninth god. That's battle fever. You'll be chasing this high for the rest of your life. After the battle is won, comes the bloody, unpleasant business of hunting down and killing the enemy before they can regroup. Their screaming faces will haunt you for a long time.
I fucking hate the statistics of this
I'm
game.
not haunted by the faces of witches. And after that comes the celebration. Your soldiers rampage around the camp, drunk and singing happy to see another nightfall. Meanwhile, you and your marshal retreat to your tent to plan the next move.
I take the feeling we've missed something.
No, this calls for a glass of wine. No, a bottle. Your marshal happily accepts a drink, and you clink your glasses together as you're taking a celebratory sip. However, Your Majesty, we've received word from our scouts. I don't quite know how to say this. Spit it out, damn you.
What's happening?
Yes, ma'am, Your Majesty. The counts must have split their forces. The army we've defeated was a diversion. They've got another regiment making its way through the Crown Lands. They'll be outside the capital in a matter of days, and the barons are too far away to help. What do we do?
Sorry. Not sorry.
We
Nobody
must
heard
prepare
that.
for a siege. We've got a lot of work to do. Build up the capital's fortifications, stockpile food, train up citizens, militia. But don't worry, Your Majesty. This is the last-ditch ploy of a defeated enemy. We need to outlast the siege, and the barons will come to our rescue. It all comes down to if the barons are saving me.
You guys have to. You guys don't have the military, or your military thing
yeah.
up.
We're gonna have the Defiance enough.
Yeah, that's a good question, Maroon.
Oh, if they rebel.
It would have to be. Yeah, but it's already the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end of the year, too.
I believe that means that the rebellion is ended.
Oh yeah, you won. You got the 5 victory points.
The wars end. I got all 5 victory points from that battle when I led the charge.
That's rough, guys. I don't even know.
This is the first time a rebellion's
the
been ended.
statistics, never knowing how bad the scale of failure is in this game.
The sun rises on a city in turmoil. The patricians and the counts began their assault last night, and you've heard nothing from outside but screams and howls and the clash of blades since. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. Your honor guard are in the streets outside the palace, building a barricade and organizing last... What did I say?
Last ditch?
Oh, yes. Organizing last-ditch defenses. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you, your wife, and your son. Cradled in the arms of his nanny, his crying is giving you a headache. If they break in, we can't let them take us alive. We'll go down fighting. What the hell did I do with that? You're right. Better to go down fighting.
You die with your
I'll
wife.
fetch my longsword.
Dude,
Your
she's
Majesty,
gonna kill everybody.
You must see this. Follow me. She leads you up the palace walls where you look out the endless mass of soldiers rampaging through. What? I got all of the victory points. In the darkness of dawn, you can barely make them out, only silhouettes and countless glimmers of torches. You duck as a burning arrow sails overhead. Why did you bring me here? Look closer, Your Majesty. The army is shifting and convulsing like a great beast in pain. Horns trumpet, hooves thunder. The barons have arrived in full force, a mighty hammer taking the counts and patricians by surprise and smashing them against the walls of the city. Victory. After that, it's just mopping up. The counts and the patricians make a brave final stand, but they don't stand a chance. Their armies are crushed. By dawn, the corpses of their soldiers clog the rivers and blink at the city streets. The crows feast like never before.
Jesus.
Soon the Marcher army is parading through the city, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Count Flaming Phaser II, the leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. Common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial.
Need a strong king in this kingdom. You aren't up to the task.
You say to the man that charged your lines?
They all do the same thing. Let him go with a warning. Let him rot like his father.
Rude. Sad.
Yeah. Burn the witch.
Wow,
A
you're a little bitch.
stiff-backed and silent Count Flaming Phaser II is dragged out to the city square and led up into the platform before the roaring masses. The executioner's axe falls, the head bounces into the crowd, and the common folk kick it around and cheer. I did what I had to, I understand.
That's saying no, I'm gonna follow you for that, bruh.
And just like that, the East and the Coast are defeated. The kingdom is yours again. As you sit resplendent atop your throne, the common folk raise a mighty cheer. Long live the king, they shout. Long live the king.
Second, the barons or Marchers
Keeping
are
your
still.
head. I got an achievement called Keeping Your Head. Oh. You realize what I had to do?
We have to do this again.
I had charged the enemy lines head first, somehow came out alive. Alright, guys.
Hit the button.
Everyone can do their auction. A, to raise Red's
what's
military.
the fucking point at the
B,
at
to
this
raise
point?
Red's
Wait a
raise my
second, our
authority.
objectives are back.
Yep.
Huh?
C, to
Yeah.
We're
raise faith.
continuing.
Yes. Your schemes are continuing where you left off.
But I don't think, what was it? I mean, it's almost gonna end. I'm pretty sure you could see your faith is what? Looks pretty high. It's over 10.
16, yeah.
I think you'll be fine.
His air
C,
has to grow.
raise faith of purple. D, to lower my stability. E, to raise farming of green. And F, to raise trade of green. And green could use both right about now. And start auction. Ding ding.
Mm.
And we've got the barons putting 500 to A. 600 to A. 700 to A.
I don't even know what to fund. Like, there's nothing that
I
helps.
feel like things are gonna be ending this turn, so I don't see the point.
Alright. It's
I
gonna
do
force
wanna-
us to wait
Well,
30
you know what?
seconds. Alright, D is funded to lower my stability. E is funded. It's going to raise the farming of the patricians. Right now it looks like it's going to be A and E. Raising the military of the barons and raising the farming
Wait,
of
that
the
needed to be at
patricians.
9. No, damn it.
Oh.
I thought like a last minute ditch attempt, just like, oh, everyone's tired, let's move in.
Yeah.
But yeah, you needed to be at 9.
End season. Okay. A new baby.
Greetings, Your August Majesty. Some fine news for my citizens in the coast.
A baby has been born on your birthday bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. Fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion? What the frogs?
Golden choice. I wish to send my blessings. Of course you would.
Faith.
Alright, we've got 2 voting for D.
That's we with the highest with the highest faith.
Alright, 2 for C, 3 for D, 4 for D.
But
I think that's it.
Choice.
Yeah, golden choice. No one wanted the gold.
Though I do have to say it's really honorable, Flaming, that you're like, you beat our rebellion, I'll help to do your goals, which, hey, at
But
this
he
point...
didn't vote for it.
By the night, your august majesty, I can assure you there is no deception going on here.
Oh.
I'll be the judge of that. When the High Inquisitor returns, she is forced to admit that the birthmark is indeed genuine, but her rude questions and threats have turned the local population against her. Yeah. An invitation.
Your Majesty, you absolutely must come down to the coast next year and experience the Summer Games for yourself. It's the only social event that matters. If you aren't in attendance, well, it would simply be a crime.
Tell me more about these Summer Games.
Everyone gets drunk and goes to the arena to watch the gladiators battle it out for the title of Golden Champion. Rivers of blood and lakes of wine. Leave your inhibitions in the capital, Your Majesty.
Oh. Yeah, my wife would love that too much.
Oh, this is simply wonderful. It has been so long since a king attended the games. Last time, as I recall, they were assassinated.
Yeah?
Not to worry,
funny.
Your Majesty. I'm sure it won't happen to you.
Uh-huh.
Said the offspring of the one.
No, this is the one. She's the one that joined that war. The offspring of the one that was killed in a botched
Exactly. That's what I mean. In an exorcism.
At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a saint, but so far you've not convinced anyone. The kingdom's faith in the church is still distinctly underwhelming, Your Majesty. Your current ambition isn't working out for you. If you want to stop the nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot, change your image. My advice would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies to feed their schemes with schemes of your own. But your other advisors have other ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. Like hell, the barons would kill them all. Hey, we have Nerf joining. It's a little
Baron.
late in the game, but no,
Alright.
patricians.
Damn.
Nerf has joined the patricians.
Welcome, Team Green.
Here's another idea. Declare war on the Ashamedan Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes. If you win.
Go Red, go.
Oh, stability in trade. Oof. Stability in farming, authority, and military. Ugh. Farming and military. No, stability in trade is my best bet. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in the guise of traveling bards. No, not traveling bards. We have no trusted bards after the last war. Do you already forget what just happened? But this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Okay. Gordon, are you helping the king or the coast?
The Barons.
Guys, I think the Barons are going to win at the end of this turn anyway.
No.
I hope not, but
Gotta raise
Oh, yeah?
their military
I mean, they
by
have
2.
to get. I mean, I guess I'm down to help the Barons.
boo!
Ah.
It's been 3 against 1 this
Alright.
whole time.
So, yeah, you know what? As punishment,
Uh-huh. What are you gonna do? Take more of my money?
yes,
Hey,
yes.
It's not like I've been able to really do anything with it in the first place.
No, it's okay. Next season, you'll be evened out unless you wish to try and rebel, in which case, we'll do this again.
I mean, there's no reason to. We don't have a military.
I know, isn't it great? Arms shortage.
Going on. As the situation on the east is dire. Peasant levies have suffered dreadfully in the past few seasons, and now refusing to serve in any future military action. I'm worried the safety for my fellow counts. Aha. We both start dwindling forces in the east. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection?
All right.
A mercenary company to protect the east. That's a sense of recruitment, huh? What was the last ones? Force farmers to join the military. The east has no need for soldiers. Leave them be.
All right. If you pick my choice, I gain 600 treasury. If you pick a choice other than mine, you take
You're
200 from my
forgetting.
treasury.
Over half of us are broke.
Well, it's do you want to give me money or take money from me? If you want to take money from me, do not pick my choice. If you want to give me
Well-
money, pick my choice.
I mean, I wasn't gonna pick A anyway.
Ah, I figured.
Yeah.
All right. Seems almost everyone is choosing D, as I would like.
Crazy.
5 out of 8.
Nice.
Okay.
long distance fist bump.
Voting has closed. 5 nobles voted for. The East has no need for soldiers. Leave them be. Succeeded. Not everyone in the kingdom believes in military might, although the counts are furious that you've left them out to dry. Other nobles praise your forward-thinking attitude. Perhaps disarmament is really on the horizon? Nah. People being armed is how I survived. A plot uncovered. I've held him off as long as I can, Your Majesty, but Count Flaming Phaser III insists on an audience. Oh my god, you're insistent like your father.
His father before him.
Apparently, it concerns the end of the world, though privately I think he's gone off the deep end.
Oh, no. Gordon.
Oh, let's see. Hold on, it's hard to read because of the resolution on this game.
Sorry.
We've not much. It's not your fault. It's the game. We've not much time, Your Highness. Let me present to you my grand theory, what I call the road to Toad Town.
Let's hear it.
First off, your predictably tyrannical rule and explicable decision making.
None of my rules have been tyrannical. I've had you guys make all the choices you want. I only fought you when you chose to fight
Let's
me.
continue, please. A manufactured spectacle meant to distract and confuse, but I saw through it immediately. Everyone focused on that. Frog people from the March schemed to take the throne and usurp the king. Straightforward from here.
Uh-huh.
That's
Frog people
insulting.
led by Baron Robin manipulate the kingdom's trade, farming, military, using faith to achieve their nefarious goals.
So lizard people.
They're crab
onto
people.
something here.
They look like crab and taste like people.
They
If they succeed, Robin will take the throne, plunging the kingdom into a reign of amphibian terror, mandatory pawn spawning, and fly eating. Do you like eating bugs, Your Grace?
Heard enough. Raise our military and kill him.
The only question is, what will you do about it? I feel like my people are grasping for straws now.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly think we should investigate. Who knows?
Sure, call for unity. Just for shits and giggles. If half or more of the nobles vote for the same thing, I gain stability. Alright. Oh. Oh.
Oh, no,
And you guys
C, vote
did
C.
avoid me getting more stability.
I mean, I'm okay with this.
Arrest the fool. I'm okay with this.
We're grasping for straws here. There's no winning this from here. The only thing I'm interested in now is kind of sowing chaos now. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Of course you persecute me. This fits right into my model. The rod goes all the way to the top.
You're a witch. Before he
Like,
can continue, the palace watch yank him away with enthusiasm. Surprisingly, the rest of the counts barely react to the arrest, instead looking quite relieved.
Huh.
Okay. Flaming face of
Oh
the
my
fourth.
gosh.
I've only ever seen that number on mine.
It might go higher, so watch. All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. The spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. You emerge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. Why didn't I know about this chamber?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. The palace is riddled with secret passages and hidden rooms. I'll keep track of them for you. No!
Pretty sure you've already done that.
I'm seriously concerned. Soon our spies will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles on your council disguised as traveling bards. What did I say about bards? One of the spies tosses aside her cloak,
There she is.
revealing loot and the colorful.
She lives again.
Stab her to death. Not again. Wait, if she's on my side, I'm okay with this. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Then we will have a spy network, the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even the gaunt of Tavalin look like rank amateurs. Can they give us a song? A few notes are plucked on the lute. The assembled spies launch into a
goodness.
ballad. It's actually not bad. Your toes tapping. If you think this is good, you should see them throw a knife. Can cut a rope at 30 yards. This should put a stop to their foolish schemes. And it will keep the kingdom stable for the rest of your reign. A little blackmail is a small price to pay. A week passes before you hear more news. Your spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem clutched between your two fingertips. This is a message from one of our agents in the field, Your Majesty. I sent her to Lord Patrician Nurlemberg's via, disguised as a troubadour with a fiddle at the ready. Troubadour?
Mm-hmm.
With a fiddle at the ready.
Pompadour, but with a trouba.
But why are they in a field? Figure of speech, Your Majesty. Now let's open this up. Wait to hear the success of your fledgling spy. Spy Master studies the scroll for a moment and then sighs and holds it over a candle flame. It vanishes in a puff of cinders. She was turned away at the gates. After that nasty business with the songstress, there's no appetite for bards among the nobility. I suspect it's the same story all over the kingdom. Yes, I told you, no bards. We'll try again in a few months. Not with bards! To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's stability and trade as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt.
Say, what? How's it gonna get easier?
Yeah,
How does that work out?
Nerlin's, yeah, kind of clutch for your team. Alright, end season.
I think this is the longest one of these games has gone for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody else kind of died.
I'm the best king so far.
Whatever.
By best, I mean with a sword. A terrible curse. Baron Nexus Atome rushes into the council chamber breathless and in disarray. Attrition.
Too greeny.
It is a greenie. By the 9th, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. Well, that's a dude.
That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair is falling out in chunks.
By the 9th, God, get away from me.
It was one of the common folk. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch.
Burn the witch! I mean, golden choice for A.
Why do you want the witch tested?
Go tell him to chill, man.
Ugh.
5 out of 8 voted. 3 more.
Eh, why not?
Alright. There we go. I believe that's everyone. And it's along party lines again.
You wanted the witch to be tested.
I did. But that was so you guys wouldn't vote for it.
They want their money.
Succeeded. Sure enough, the scholars from Quail University discover rebel again, Maroon. Quail University discover a contaminated well on Nexus Atome's estate. Not enough to kill, but enough to make his hair fall out and set his nerves on edge. The water is cleansed, the accused peasant returns to her work, and the scholars have a new poison to investigate.
Huzzah! New way to kill the king.
Yeah. New way to kill you with my bards once they've finally gotten in.
Oh, now you trust the bards.
Huh.
No,
No, Bart.
they're actually spies. They're not bards. There's a difference. A brand new harvester.
That's you, Green.
Your Serene Highness, the scholars and great thinkers of the March have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolutionizing agriculture.
Hmm.
It would be of great use to us on the coast. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know.
We'll not share the designs with the likes of you, Costa Leech. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you.
Alright. So, realistically, none of these matter to me. So, call for unity. Pick one. As long as at least 4 of you pick one, I'll be happy. enjoys farming and defiance. Really, they both do it. Oh, the counts are having issues. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got one more if anyone wants. There we go. Very good job splitting that vote up, by the way, guys. Stopping me from gaining stability. So, lose treasury, gain wealth, raise defiance, but it'll raise the Baron's defiance. Oh.
But like what, 1?
Yeah.
They're actively
like
not
the
going to defy against
Barons.
you when they're so close to their own schemes.
Yeah,
But I like the Barons.
vote to eject me. I mean, honestly, I'm okay with that.
Nah. I'll raise the defiance.
We don't have any horses left in this race.
They're trying to get rid of Gordon as the leader.
If I could transfer
Leadership.
ruler rights to you, I absolutely could.
Tyranny, I tell you. You're punishing innovation and shackling the free market. Won't like that.
That's true. In fact, the market doesn't mind much. The machines go a long way to improving agriculture in other regions, making your kingdom more prosperous as a whole. Yes. Yes.
Roman.
A new contraption. Your Majesty, a Lord Patrician by the name of Nerlamber wants to present you with a new invention. Patricia.
Your Serene Highness, we are entering a modern age. A more humane age. Yet,
Oh.
okay, alright, that's cool. Don't listen to me,
Sorry.
that's fine.
That was unintentional.
More. Behold, a merciful machine for removing heads quickly and painlessly. I call it the Nerlenber. Nice.
I actually like that name. Vote lol. He swishes away a cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their head and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends a chill down your spine. How efficient.
Precisely. With the Nerlenber, you'll send 12 heads a-rolling in the time it'd take an ordinary executioner to chop through a single neck.
I mean, we just keep executing people that betray me, so yeah, no, this would be useful.
It's an investment.
It is.
With a little funding, Your Majesty, I can distribute the Nerlenber across the kingdom.
We're not calling it the Nerlenber.
No, I actually prefer that name. Though the Nerlenber sounds more like something that you core someone with, just saying. I'll bring it to the council. You won't regret
this. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
What the fudge? What the fudge?
That's cold-blooded.
No, bro, dude. No thanks.
Nationwide rollout. If you vote for this, you give me gold. If you vote for anything else, you take 200 gold away from me.
For science.
Really? Chaos agent, man.
5 out of 8. 6. 7. Anyone else? Does the 8th one wish to vote? There we go. Everyone wants it rolled out.
Really, Uwu? Really? He's our buddy. He's our friend. Rude.
Okay, I'm alright with that element.
Hundreds of Nerlenbers are built in coastal workshops and sent to courthouses all over the kingdom. Soon you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy.
That's mercy.
Yeah, it's faster than a headsman's axe, and it's more likely to go clean through.
Man, this sucks.
Alright, that season's
We've
over.
been at this for forever.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
modernization.
I just don't want to, die yet. Alright, let's go ahead and go with bleached whale. Or beached whale, sorry.
Bleached whale.
Your August Majesty, a great big whale washed up on the coast, right outside my villa. However, before I could order my servants to harvest its blubber, a thin folk crawled up onto the sand. It begged me for an audience with the king.
Oh, I've always wanted to meet one of the denizens of the sea. Your hopes are fulfilled when a frog-faced, green-skinned man waddles in, his flippers slapping against the marble.
Oh, hello.
Majesty, you
Oh
must
man,
not allow
it's like I'm
Lord-
looking into a different timeline where Nintendo kept the original design of
Yes.
the Zora from Link to the Past and just
That's what that
himbofied them.
Himbo
Yeah, no,
fight?
it
I don't think
It
his
looks
shoulders
like they
are
got
quite
the
broad
original
enough.
freshwater Zora from Link to the Past and gave them the Breath of the Wild treatment.
Your Majesty, you must not allow Lord Patrician Nurlenborough to kill Visku. Visku is a wise and gentle whale, a great friend of the Finfolk.
Nope.
Why should I listen to you? Because I'm begging. Visku has done nothing to you. Please return her to the waters where she was born.
Or, and hear me out, Your August Majesty, we could strip down the whale to its component parts and make a fortune. Who cares what these fish-faced fools think?
I don't want to get the Barons in another war, this time with fish people.
Shit.
I mean, we can swim, but
Ew. I don't want that, but I have to. Golden choice. You get gold if you vote A. I really don't want to have my vote to be A, but my vote's A. If you guys want gold,
bankroll.
How come Phaser's vote didn't go through?
he has to make sure he put it in right.
It looks like
It
was
looks
written,
right.
right?
Facer, you mind putting it in again? And it looks like it was done right. There we go.
Upside down.
Now
There we go.
in. Alright, so
Exclamation
that's
point.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone's voted.
Yeah.
Alright. Can slaughter and harvest the whale. Visku. No. You will pay for this, surface dwellers. The whale is killed, flensed, and harvested for valuable blubber, oils, and ambergris. As a result, the coast prospers, and Lord Patrician Nurlenborough prospers
That
most
dude
of
is
all.
rich.
I
Yeah.
wish that it was our defiance we had to raise instead of everyone else's.
Nurlenborough is, in fact, rich now.
Oh man.
However, a spate of bad fortune sees many coastal fishing vessels sunk at sea, their sailors lost forever. One of the few survivors reports that they were raided by grudge-bearing finfolk. Yeah.
Nexus.
Summer Games. The Summer Games have begun. Your royal yacht glides into port at Thalassus. Anxious servants lay out the red carpet while shooing away seagulls.
There, your esteemed highness. Beautiful day, isn't it? Come with me, your carriage to the grand arena is waiting.
What does a king have to do to get a drink around here? Apologizing profusely, Lady Patrician Lotsaowls II waves down a servant. 30 seconds later, a glass of iced wine is pressed into your hand. The journey to the arena is a short ride over bumpy cobblestones. There must be thousands of people in the arena, peasants and patricians alike, but you have the best view in the house. As you step out and wave, the crowd chants your name.
Dude.
I have two different events that we could show you today, your serene highness. Which would you prefer to witness? A gladiator fight or a monster battle?
Tell me about the gladiator fight.
Two of the most fearsome fighters from across Celeste Ave will clash for the title of Golden Champion. No rules, no limits, cheating encouraged, blood and heart rate guaranteed.
What about a monster battle?
We'd sailed the farthest oceans and delved the deepest jungles to bring back exotic beasts for our gladiators to fight. One human fighter's mettle will be tested against a creature from your nightmares.
I've made my decision.
I positively shiver with anticipation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it changed.
Excellent choice, your serene highness.
I'm sorry.
Allow me first to call forth today's brave, or perhaps unfortunate, human champion.
Lady Patrician Lotsaowls II steps up to the podium, speaking into a bronze tube that projects her voice across the entire arena.
Our gladiator today is a homegrown hero who grew up in a coastal slum just down the road from here. Convicted of 17 murders using nothing but a rusty butter knife, she's here to battle for her freedom. She's scum, and that's why we like her. Give it up, Miss the Butcher!
Oh boy.
Okay.
Out onto the circle of sand somersaults a small woman. Despite her size, she moves with lithe confidence. Although otherwise foregoing armor, she wears an iron helmet with an enormous scarlet plume. In one hand she grips a gleaming sword, in the other she holds a small circular shield. She grins, revealing a full set of gold teeth. You notice that the cheering for this homegrown hero is especially loud. Your ears start to hurt. Lady Patrician Lotsaowls II turns her attention back to you.
Right now, in cages beneath the arena floor, we have 3 different monsters that we could throw against our friend Agnes the Butcher. A lion, a skog, a scorpion cat.
Is it the size of a scorpion or the size of a cat?
But what should we choose? Why don't we let the king decide, since he's come to visit us all the way from the capital?
The crowd hoots and hollers at this idea. Someone stands up and starts singing the national anthem off key. I salute that man, or woman, or person. What is a skog?
That guy, gal, or other pal.
Yeah, I like that phrasing better. Let's see how she fares against the scorpion cat.
Ladies and gentle people, our monster today has a sting in its tail. That's right, from the deepest deserts of Atash. It's a scorpion cat. Don't let it sting you, because the antidote's expensive and we ran out yesterday.
Oh boy. The scorpion cat prowls out into the arena, sleek and sinewy and black as tar. It's lion-sized, but with a tail that ends in a wicked barb. Agnes the Butcher readies her sword.
Also mostly naked, so...
Yeah. As Agnes the Butcher drums up the crowd's support, Lady Patrician Lotsaowls II turns to you with a gleam in her eye.
The summer games, it's the gambling. Why don't you go place a bet before the fight begins?
What are the odds?
These two are pretty evenly matched, but the favorite is the scorpion cat. Bet on it, and you'll only get your money back, plus half. Agnes the butcher is the underdog. A successful bet on her means double your cash.
I'll place a bet. I'll bet 100.
And on who will you place your 100 gold bet?
Agnes the butcher.
In that case, just to make things interesting, I'll bet on the scorpion cat. Shall we begin?
Let the fight commence.
Order should be disarmed.
Yeah, I was thinking
All
about
that.
it. The crowd roars and stamps until the entire Colosseum shudders. With a hiss, the scorpion cat coils back and leaps at Agnes the butcher. Cheer.
What if she kills it and dies?
The scorpion cat's tail flicks out again and again, inhumanly fast, but somehow Agnes the butcher is faster still. The deadly tail strikes nothing but air. Agnes the butcher dances around the scorpion cat, swinging her sword. The scorpion cat slows down, its black fur matted with blood. After that, the gladiator and the beast play a deadly game, each taking turns to lunge at the other before retreating with some fresh injury. Blood soaks onto the sand. I would, except that's lethal animals, and I'll take my chances against people only. Finally, though, the wounded scorpion cat pounces and Agnes the butcher is ready. The sword swings a final time and finds its targets.
Ooh.
The crowd gasps and screams and cheers as the scorpion cat thrashes and falls still.
The butcher! All that glitters! What rotten luck! Congratulations, Your Esteemed Highness.
Congratulate her. Agnes the butcher bows to you deeply as the stands ring with cheers. Next week of the Summer Games is packed with entertainment. Athletic competitions, chariot races, copious amounts of wine. My wife definitely loves that. And above all, blood in the sand, which she also loves to death. On the journey back to the palace, you reflect that your attendance at the games has certainly helped cement the patrician support. And a spy network. I have received another message from one of our spies, Your Majesty. Let's hope this time her mission was a success. Wait to hear the success. The spy master studies the scroll for a moment and a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into Baron Nexusatome's court with open arms, and it's already flattering him with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into your nobles' courts. Now we must hope they can maintain their cover.
Oh my gosh,
Wait and see.
100%.
A
That
few
sucks.
more weeks pass and you wait anxiously for news of your spy's progress. One day, your spy master appears at your desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, Your Majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of your nobles' darkest secrets. Did you know Baron Nexusatome has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now?
What's
Really,
fucking
Nexus? We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail writes itself.
They're just so lonely.
This has
Being
gone
noble.
better than I expected. You do enjoy the services of an excellent spy master. That I do. But we can't get complacent. We must see if our other spies are equally successful. Over the next few weeks, your spies send back more and more positive reports. Soon, you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with a sense of smugness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything.
Least in your highness, I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them?
We can call a vote. But as the nobles walk up to the ballot box, your spy master swoops in and takes them aside. She whispers in their ear one by one. You catch their expressions. You watch their expressions turn to horror.
By the night, how did you know that? Only my mother knows about that.
And it can stay that way. Just vote the way we tell you to vote.
I destroyed the evidence. You can't prove anything.
You'd be surprised what I can prove. I know exactly where to dig, and if you vote the way I tell you, maybe I'll misplace my shovel. Hey, care for some lemonade?
Leave me alone! I'll do whatever you say!
Sure enough, when the votes come back, it's unanimous. All the nobles, for perhaps the first time, have voted exactly how you wanted them to.
It's fucking funny.
About time. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun, an era of cooperation. Or else. Your wife meets you back at your chambers, your heir Doodknight II in her arms. Huzzah! You really showed them who's king. We should start teaching little Doodknight II how to follow in my footsteps.
Oh my gosh, you know what this means.
Yep. Good
Next time we
idea.
play, you have to continue your lineage.
Mm-hmm.
After this, I get the feeling he'll be wearing a crown one day. That night you sleep, an untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne.
It's funny.
No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention, offhandedly, that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night.
Oh, the monarch is victorious.
Wow.
The thing I appreciate about this playthrough is it's like, about you bitches want to play dirty? We'll play dirty.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how it was, is I was going straight forward by the book, and then I had a rebellion against me. And then I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll fight on the front lines. We've got a military behind me. Let's go. Teamwork. I know you're not going to stab me in the back because you're one step away from winning yourself. The Baron's revolutionary plans for their new model army were quietly shelved, but not forgotten. Those blueprints will surely come in useful one day.
Mwahaha.
The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption. But what's new about that? They failed to gain the throne and lost money in the process. A bad investment. Rushing to complete the scheme, the counts attempted their blood ritual too early and summoned a demon. And the summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Mycor and Count Gordon SPA.
Par for the course.
King Doodknight ruled from the shadows, getting his way in the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, King Doodknight died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief.
Unbending. Oh man.
The Unbending.
Wow.
I'm sure your wife vouched for that.
Nuremberg.
Wow.
Crap. Nice.
Gordon.
3550.
I should look, it's your child.
I know, is that the second? That's cool.
Yep,
I like the outfit.
I like it too. It's awesome.
I don't know why he's got a veil, but cool, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
Hey,
of
the
that
veil
part.
makes it.
I like Forgotten.
He visits the desert a lot.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, no, I'm very pleased with it. Oh, well, that I think concludes this playthrough in this little section.
Same bad channel next week.
Oh yeah, well I will be taking a break and coming back online. But first, let's do a quick sign off. Thank you everyone for watching, playing along. Again, as he said, next week we'll be doing it again. Thank you for following Nexus Atomy. And please, don't be afraid to follow all of the other people. Hey, Flaming's back too. Thank you for the follows.
Hey. I guess I should plug myself on here too. Well,
That's exactly what I was going to say. Let's go ahead and start with Gordon SPA.
Alright, so I'm Gordon. I'm a variety streamer. I'm also a monster fan, so I have an avatar. I'm basically a tarantula man. Here's a link to my channel in the chat. I'm currently playing Breath of the Wild with a friend of mine. It is my first playthrough, and it has been a struggle because I only play it like once a week, and it's not enough time for the controls to imprint on me. But it's been very entertaining, and I have been very much enjoying the playthrough. I don't have a set schedule because I have a full-time job, and it's got a very unpredictable schedule, but I try to stream on my days off, and I'm a variety streamer. I play all kinds of stuff on my channel, and hopefully I'll be able to get through some of my backlog because I have a massive game library.
All right, and let's follow that with Lotsaowls.
Everybody, thanks for playing along today. I also stream. I have one of these games up, King of the Castle, but I'm looking at doing a Final Fantasy X nostalgia run, and possibly some overview crafting. I do crochet and clay work, so if that's something you might be interested in, please stop by, say hi, watch some of my VODs, and yeah, thanks.
And let's not forget the other half of M&M Gaming, ManicCrude.
What's going on, guys? Like he said, Doodknight and I do make up M&M Gaming. You can find that on Rumble. I am a variety streamer as well. We've been rocking this King of the Castle every Monday at about 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I usually do like a long play of whatever RPG that I'm running that time. Right now it's Code Vein. And every once in a while, Doodknight and I actually do run like Apex, and we haven't done the cycle in a long time, but I actually would like to get back into that. That'd be cool. Yeah, or the forest. That's another one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I said we kind of double up. We do a lot of this collaboration together. I'll plug it one last time. Just shameless plug there. That's our Discord server. It's the McCade Run server. Feel free to join. It'll give you notifications on when Doodknight is on, I myself, Manic, am on, Gordon is on, Gordon Spa's on, and Lotsaowls. So anytime they launch live, feel free to join, and it'll let you know. It actually also currently has YouTube uploads for myself and Gordon Spa, because right now we are the only two out of us four here that have YouTube accounts that are fairly active. Oh, you don't have a suggestion box, do you?
No, but I can get one.
Okay. I do have one on my channel.
Yeah, I know I myself have one. Gordon has one. Doodknight says he's going to upload one too. So if at any point in time, feel free to drop us a line, guys. We always love to hear from you, and thanks for joining.